Let me start reading your comments, cause y'all, I get excited when they be talking to me in them comments, cause they be acting like they didn't hear that I'm in a docket, and they tell me some get back in the comments. Shit,
Hold on. So I just got a Cash App message. Y'all starting early.
y'all trying to drop me already?
Oh no. Someone said Black Chicago be in T Live, but Q can't be on TikTok.
Mm.
For those that do not know who Black Chicago is, I will gladly help you out. Again, thank you for coming to Accountability Courts. So Black Chicago is a man who met up with a woman by the name of Heartbreaker online. And Heartbreaker came to us and told us that she was SA'd by Black Chicago. Since that information has been released, the people are highlighting that Black Chicago is still welcome in other spaces. He's still being platformed, and they are saying that he is being platformed in Tea Times Live, that he is over there frequently. He's not being scrutinized and held. He's not being held to the fire like they're trying to hold Q. So the people are wondering, well, what's the difference? Q was on camera touching himself inappropriately in front of all these people. Meanwhile, Black Chicago physically hands on allegedly assaulted a woman that we interact with, but he's protected in different spaces. He's still allowed to come into those spaces and show face. And people are saying that it's selective outrage. Again, today is about smoke and mirrors. The things that seem foggy is going to become clear, okay? Tap the screen, share the live. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. It's $2.99 a month. 10% off is actually $2.69 right now. So thank y'all for y'all support. Aries. So it's Aries versus Chef. Would you like to inform the people what took place regarding last week's arguments?
Well, first of all, I want to say this: your sub only stuff is not people that's unemployed friendly. I don't like the people that do sub only when you're unemployed, because I'm unemployed. So I can't be writing a subbing for y'all. And it make me really mad when I can't come in the section because I don't have a job. That's discrimination, and y'all need to stop it. Okay. So now, now, because I can't afford no subscription. I don't have a job. Okay. All right. So, Bella, okay. So are you really allowing me to be honest, 100% honest, all the way?
Yes, that's why
Because
we.
your name is going to be brought up in this case.
I understand. You may continue.
Okay. So, at the
Hold on, wait a
beginning,
minute, Aries. I hate to cut you off. No, it's not a drop, but shit is getting real right now. It says, Javon, what's worse, SA or breaking baby bones? Bro, what did Javon do? What? Aries, go ahead. I'm gonna put the cash apps on. Go ahead, Aries.
oh, my husband pay my mortgage. My husband pay all the bills in my house. My husband takes care of me, for the haters in the comments. All right, so Bella, and I guess you're gonna be my witness. Can you be the judge and the witness to this?
If one of the bailiffs would like to come up to be a witness, that is fine.
No, I don't think they would know.
Oh, only if they was around when certain events transpire. Is that what you're
Yes,
insinuating?
yes, yes, yes.
So I am obligated to tell the truth despite my position. So no worries. Go ahead, Aries.
Okay, so me and Chef Foxy, we were cool. We were cool. I was even on Chef Foxy's panel. She had welcomed me to the Chef Foxy family and everything. So me and Bella had a fallout, which is my fault. I take full accountability for it. because I was wrong for what I did to Bella. But me and Bella, we have moved past it. But for some reason, Chef hasn't moved past it. So I'm saying that it's because Chef didn't have an issue with me until I had an issue with Bella. So Chef engaged her, and she put herself in the middle of the situation, and that's what made me and her go at it. Didn't have anything that Aries ever did to Chef. Chef cannot get on this app and tell you why Aries ever started talking about her first, because she know this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I never had an issue with her until I had an issue with Bella. She was Bella's friend, so therefore she took Bella's side, and that's when me and her started getting into it. After that, it was a lot of drama that went on to play around and around. And she thinks that just because me and the $2 crew fell out, that I was supposed to be fake as hell and call her or get in her DM or get in her box and be like, oh well, let me tell you what $2 did, and let me tell you what Nico did, let me tell you what everybody did that was in the crew. That ain't how it worked. Because I still didn't like you even after we fell out. I still didn't like you, and I still don't owe you any type of loyalty because I was never your friend. I never looked at you as a friend. So why would I, just because I'm upset with them, well, nah, it wasn't even everybody that I was upset with. But just because you think that I'm upset with $2, why do you think I'm supposed to come and tell you some stuff about $2? Not gonna do that. That's a coward in my eyes. That's fake to me.
So someone had said something in the cash message. They said Aries needs to find a safe space. No one fuck with her.
Oh, everybody fucks with Aries. That's one thing about it. I can go everywhere and everybody love Aries. So whoever that is, they must ain't following me, babe, because I be everywhere in these streets and everybody love me.
This one says your husband pays a lot of things, but attention to you.
Oh, well, if they want to say that,
It says Chef talked about your shape. You called her big back.
she talked about how I was shaped. So what's wrong with me calling her big bag? She's a washing machine, a dryer, a 18 wheeler, a build a bear. She's a lot of stuff. Wait, did they even? So they said that she talked about me first, and I called her. Wait, now that person really eat crayons, because what was they supposed to be saying, that I body shamed her after she body shamed me? Y'all helping me with my case now? Yes, she body shamed me, and that's when I told her she looked like the size of a damn excursion. She's shaped like a limousine. When
So
she
they
back up,
said
it say beep beep beep. And
they
Bella,
said
stop reading them comments. But oh, you better stop reading them
no,
cash
no,
apps
it's
with
not
me.
even about you. This one ain't even for you. This one ain't even for you. It says Q had more than one sighting on other lives. So I guess Chef Live is not the first live he did that.
So look, you're I don't know, because you got sub only, so I know these are your bailiffs, but your bailiffs eat crayons. They're telling me to move on. They're telling me no one cares. But Bella, you the one that said that I was on the docket today.
Yeah, so I guess
I
they
didn't
want
come
you.
up and ask you, can I be on the docket and can I talk about my situation today? I didn't do that.
So they want you to talk about what happened last week to why you're on the docket.
That okay, I had to start from the beginning. All right. So what happened last week? All right, so Chef had been being cordial, very cordial with me on her own live. I go in, I make a comment, and she'll be talking to me on her lives. So I thought we was being cordial with one another. She was on Georgia Peach Live, and she was coming and being on a panel with me as well. And she was being very cordial with me. So the day that I went up on her panel, I thought, hey, we've been being cordial with one another. Let me go up there. And I was talking about the dude that was on the live that everybody else was talking to that day. So I thought it was cool. I did not go on her panel to attack her or nobody else on her panel. Everybody was talking about this white dude, and I forgot what everything it was, but I went up to talk to him, and she had all these big, fat, wide body built 3,000 square foot built ass motherfucking house, nigga, up there. And he was like, why she up here? All of a sudden, it's like, Shelf just got an attitude with me out of no reason. Why are you up here, Aries? What's going on? And I'm like, wait, I came up here to talk to the dude that was in the panel. I thought he was okay. But she had Otis, big dirty neck, up there feeding her on, like putting a battery pack in her back. And I'm like, wait, this is some fake ass shit right now going on, because we had just been cordial for like the past week. We was cordial. So what happened last week is because I thought that we was being cordial. I got on her panel, and she keeps bringing stuff up that happened last year that I already apologized for. Asked could we move forward, and she keeps bringing it up over and over and over again. She'll say, well, okay, let's be cordial. But then she'll go back and look at videos or let other people DM her videos, and she'll be like, oh, okay, you played in my face. And then boom, it's another argument. How many times do I supposed to apologize to this lady? She'll get on there. Hey, let's just be cordial, Shelf. All right, that's what's up. And then the next day I wake up, she'll be doing a whole live talking about some videos that she looked at last year that didn't catch her eye. Or somebody else came back to her about some shit that happened last year that didn't catch her eye after we said we was gonna let stuff go. And she keep bringing up stuff in the past after I done apologized to her. I'm sorry, ma'am. If it happened last year, I forget some stuff. So if you're gonna continue to just every time you think about what happened in the past, I can't move forward with you.
So Aries, can I make reference to that?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a few weeks ago in lovely Georgia Peach Live where I was mentioned on multiple occasions by $2. And apparently, Frankie, which is a moderator in here, Frankie went up into the panel. They have something called Tussle Tuesday over there. And Frankie went up there to confront $2 to ask, why do you keep bringing up what happened last year with Bella? She don't talk to you. She don't bother you. Don't reference you, nothing. Why do you continue to say things to her? And Frankie was shut down and was told, one, Bella can speak for herself, and that I can't tell $2 when to move on whatever she's feeling about me. She was told that she can't tell $2 when to stop. And that they know that if it was them and if it's up and stuck with somebody, then it's going to stay there. So bringing up the past just means she feels like, and I'm referencing this to say, Chef feels like it's up and stuck with you. The same way Peach and them said it's up and stuck with me regarding $2. $2 feel like every time she see me, she's going to disrespect me or whatever. They say it is what it is. They can't stop her from feeling that way.
Okay. Well,
So I
Judge, in all fairness,
mm-hmm.
Judge, in all fairness, this is my case, and
Mm-hmm.
my case is about me and Shelf. My
Okay.
case is not about you and anyone else. So
Okay.
therefore, I'm here to speak for myself and what happens with me and Shelf. So everything else that happened between, everything else that happened over there, I can't speak on it, Your Honor, because it doesn't have anything to do with my case. I'm up here for my case. with Chef. So I'm trying to see, because I understand exactly how you feel, and maybe you should have put those people on the docket to come and explain that to you, because I can't speak for them, because I'm only a witness. I'm only here to speak for myself with Chef. Can't speak for anybody else.
Aries, do you understand what reference mean?
But that's not how the court of law works, though, Bella. That's not how the court works.
You
If
asked
I'm in
me
there
to
for
be a
unaliving
witness and
somebody,
a
they
judge.
can't bring up somebody else unaliving case. They gotta just stick to my case. We gotta stick to my case, Bella. We can't you can't talk to nobody. I mean, Bella, you know I've been to court before. I went to jail, right? I really was in a real courthouse for real.
Okay.
So we gonna stick to the topic. we gonna talk about
Aries.
we gonna talk about the real deal.
Hey, Aries, big Aries. Actually, in the court of law, you can use other cases as a point of references. They
No,
use
you
cases.
can't. No, you
Yes, you
can't.
can.
You
Yes, you
never
can. Yes, you
heard.
can.
You
And that's
never
why you
heard.
have
Yes,
a
you
lawyer
can.
to say,
Wait.
Yes, you
objection, Your
can.
Honor. What
So
does that
hold
have to do
on.
with my client?
So Aries, you never heard someone say, when they reference the case like Roe versus Wade. And like when they're in the middle of a case, they'll bring up another case to reference what's going on then and there. You never heard that happen
No,
before?
I know when they're doing the studies,
Bella, you should tell her
when they
that it's like how
prepare.
she doing me.
Oh
Chef
my
is doing
God, I
her how
can't
she
stand this
doing me.
goddamn homeless bum ass
That would be the
motherfucking bitch.
best
Why the
example.
fuck you let her up, Bella? See
No,
now,
so
this shit
I
ain't
didn't.
right.
So
This
hold
shit
on.
ain't right now.
Nope. I'm going to focus back onto you. So you don't want no.
Exactly, y'all done messed up my whole court case, and
If
now
you don't want
I'm
no
finna go.
reference, Ari,
Now I'm finna get locked up for contempt of court.
if you don't want the reference that I gave you to basically say the point that I was making was you're asking why how many times I'm going to apologize to Chef. She keep bringing it up and I'm telling you based on the logic that was told to
Well,
me.
Your Honor, I can't answer about how you feel and how everybody else was in that situation. I can't answer for that, ma'am.
So here what I was getting ready to say. What I'm telling you is that until Chef feels like she's done talking about it, is going to be up and stuck with her. I'm
Okay.
answering the question. You're not listening. I'm trying to
Okay.
tell you.
Okay, so it's up and stuck, and guess what? It could be up and stuck forever because I got all the time forever. So just y'all just know, everybody in the courtroom, just understand. Aries apologized. If Chef want to keep it going, and if Aries keep it going with her, cause she want to keep it going, don't say Aries is wrong. No more after this, cause it's forever. I guess I go on and on with her goddamn ass. She should have been going on and on when a truck got repoed and ran on and got and caught the goddamn repo truck.
So, Aries, someone said OC and T Time said you be lying. So, OC read your broke ass. Someone else said Aries is dumb as a bag of rocks. For real.
Yeah, I am. I am. They spent their money to say that. They dumb as hell for doing it.
So,
Ooh,
someone
y'all
asked,
so slow on this app. Y'all be spending money to call somebody. Don't spend no money to talk to me, baby. You put in the comments because guess what? I read the comments. So you could have said it and you could have put in the comments and I would have read it for free.
so someone said, did you call OC a fat blubber butt? But he said heifer.
No, he called me a bitch.
Oh, someone saying that he called you a heifer.
No, he called me a bitch first. He called me a bitch. Y'all didn't hear him call me no bitch. Good morning, Mad Max. See, I read comments. Y'all can do that shit for free. Send up there, send. Oh, fucking
Okay.
idiots. No, he called me a bitch in Chef Live that night. I'm pretty sure one of the bloggers probably called it. It's probably somewhere around. But he called me a bitch, and then that's when I called him a fat blubber butt, and I told him that he be putting food on the side of his cheeks, and he stormed so he can just wake up and start back chewing. When he just out and about, he can just chew whenever he get ready to, cause he like a squirrel. He put his meals on the side of his mouth, and he eat them. He eat food later. Yep, I did. I told him that after he called me a bitch. Yep, he shouldn't have called me no bitch. You called me a bitch, it's on. But he called me a bitch first. Before I disrespected him, he called me a bitch. Hmm.
Someone says, so your husband got his wife out here being broke.
Yep, I'm broke as fuck. Yep. Why they still sending cash apps when I'm finna agree with every goddamn negative thing they got to say? I'm not here to fucking to explain my life to y'all. The fuck?
I don't know.
They
But
is crazy as hell. Crazy as hell.
so I think that there's some context that is being left out. So I need to give people some clarity on why you and Chef had the fallout, okay? So Chef has made it clear that she's upset with Aries and the people that was considered in the nine. They called themselves the $2 crew. Chef and the $2 crew had some issues with one another. More so, Tylin, the woman who pretty much is the one who used to host the live of the $2 crew. Apparently, Tylin came on here and told Chef that she has access to everyone's file because of her place of employment and told Chef to tread lightly. So Thailand, which is the $2 page, she told Chef, if you breathe wrong, say anything wrong, I'm going to leak your social security number. I'm going to leak your address. And she says she can do that because she has access to people's information because of the job that she works. When Chef heard her say that, Chef said that she was going to go after her because Tylen's place of employment needs to know that she's threatening to leak people information over something over the internet.
Okay.
So let's fast forward. Now, the reason why Chef and Aries got into it is because when the $2 crew became dismantled, they split up. Some still cool, some went their separate ways. Mama C revealed that Chef never called Tylen's job and that it was actually a lie to get Chef off of Tylen. So Neekwa suggested that $2 pretend that Chef called her job so that way her job would not be notified to what she really did and what she said. So she tried to basically save face. So Chef didn't take this lightly because a lot of people believed that Chef really did, in fact, call Thailand job, aka $2. They really thought she called her job. And a lot of people said Chef took it too far and that nobody's place of employment should be in jeopardy over TikTok. But what Chef was saying to the $2 people is that no one cared what happened to her, how her reputation was smeared, how her name got smeared over a lie, and they all participated in the lie. So that's why Chef is saying, I'm not forgiving shit.
Object.
So I'm just giving context to the people that don't know fully how it transpired.
Object. Object.
Go ahead. What do you object to?
I fell out with Chef when Chef fell out with G.I. Jane, and Jane showed those text messages with Chef calling us some $2 bitches, and that was way before the the job getting called and everything else. That's when I fell out with Chef, when I found out that she was calling us bitches when I was just on her platform, and she had welcomed me to the foxhole and all this stuff and welcomed me to the family. That's when I stopped liking her. And that's when, I guess, I don't know if she stopped liking me then, but that's when I stopped liking her. So I object to the reason why Chef doesn't like Aries. I didn't like Chef because of that. When G.I. Jane showed a big screenshot of her calling us bitches, it's not deflection. Because guess what? The accused that Bella is talking to, she's not present right now to even speak up for herself. But I can tell you this, Chef looked her up. And the accused of doxing her showed proof that she looked her up on LinkedIn. She looked up on LinkedIn. So Chef shouldn't have did that. And also, anybody with common sense knows that if you've never visited somebody's job and you don't your file is not there, that person really actually doesn't have your information. But that's not me. So I can't fight for that. But I just wanted to put that out there. Now can we go back to my case? Because
No,
I
this
can't speak for the accused that's not here.
so Aries. All right, so
Yes, it is LinkedIn is public, but why would you take your precious time out of your precious life to look someone up? Because I don't look people up. I don't look. I don't take that time out to look nobody up. So therefore, if you was on TikTok and you was saying I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna find out about you, then I find out that you looked me up on LinkedIn, I'm gonna take you very serious then. So, but hey, that's not my case. So that I'm not here to fight for that.
So listen to what I just said, Aries. I said I needed to give the people context of what transpired to why Chef, I need you to hear what I'm saying. Why Chef is saying it's up and stuck with you. I think that's what you're missing when I'm breaking it down and giving key details.
Oh, because of a skit
So you're
that didn't affect her life. It didn't do nothing to her.
So listen carefully. You're saying the skit didn't affect her life. Understand something, Aries. Chef made it clear that TikTok is her income, that she's not physically working somewhere else. So when that transpired, a lot of people believed that Chef crossed the line and they did not want to do business with her. They did not want to buy into her platform. So it actually did affect her. She's been saying this, but nobody's listening. So it's not over. Oh, G.I. Jane told us she called us some bit. No, she's saying to y'all that lie, you say, call it a skit, but the lie caused harm to her. It had an effect on her. She's openly saying it.
She made more money during that time because guess what? It gave her more things to talk about on her platform. Chef did not lose anything. Has she proven any proof that she lost anything? Or did she just say it out of her mouth? Has she showed any proof that she lost anything? Because guess what? When she lied on me and told people that I called the power company on her, she had a lot of people on TikTok looking at me sideways like, Lord, this lady ain't got nothing to do with herself. This lady really must be miserable. She around here trying to mess up people's lives and doing all this stuff. She made me look bad when she lied on me.
Okay.
No, I supposed to listen to respond. I'm in court. I'm not in a physical therapy. I'm not. This is not a therapy session. I'm in court, so I supposed to defend myself. I supposed to listen to. What the fuck is wrong with y'all people? I'm in court right now. So do
So
you think it was wrong for her to lie on me, telling everybody after I came on her live one night on New Year's Eve, matter of fact, and I said, I just want us to move past all this drama that we had this year. It's a new year coming. Let's just move forward. This lady sat up there and lied on me and said that I called the power company on her. and I didn't. So she had people on TikTok thinking that I was very shisty.
All right. So listen, there's a Cash App message that said that you and Jen snitched the other day, denying saying anything. That's what one message says.
He said, "Man, what?
You and Jen snitched the other day, denying to had said anything.
We snitched? What? That don't even make.
That's what it says.
Can you explain it? What does that mean?"
To answer the question, someone said, "Chef is Chef on the docket for the alleged intercourse tape." So that is
That's
on
a
the docket.
felony. Yes, yeah, that's the felon because it's a misdemeanor. That's why I was trying to see why this kind was even on the docket. But
So So look, I don't want to like drag this out. I was literally just trying to inform the people why Chef is basically she's not letting it go. She was affected by it financially. She feel like her platform took a hit because of that lie.
oh, well, he didn't. She don't have no proof of that. She still had the same numbers. She still had the same numbers on her live all the time. Um, she still had all her content. The same followers. The followers did not drop. If she can show proof of that, then I can agree with that. But I don't think that she lost anything. She's just doing it to play victim.
Okay, so we are going to have the people make a decision. Okay.
I already know I lost, and guess what? I don't give a damn. Fuck y'all, motherfucker. Because at this point, all y'all really actually need a fucking life.
Okay. So the question of the day when it pertains to Aries versus Chef is Chef justified for how she feel regarding Aries? Smiley face yes, sad face no. Is Chef right for the way she feels pertaining to Aries? Smiley face
Nope. I'm
yes,
never wrong. I'm never wrong.
sad face no.
Because at
Look,
the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't feel like you wrong. It's some people that don't feel like you
No,
wrong.
I'm gonna tell you this because a lot of people don't know the back end story and a lot of stuff. And I was asking you, what did I have permission to go ahead with it? Chef has it up here. Well, you called us some house ninjas, and you said that we was beneath dogs, and that we didn't deserve to be called bitches. So you said you was gonna call us house ninjas, and Chef agreed with that. And I
Okay.
had never done anything to Chef. That was before the skit. I had never did anything to Chef. Chef always been just around here dogging us out from the well, me. I'm gonna say me dogging me out from the beginning. So therefore, I'm sorry if I'm not finna sit up here and apologize to somebody that called me a house ninja and said that I was lower than a dog and I didn't deserve to be called a bitch and said that my pussy stank and said all this extra stuff about me because Chef ain't innocent. Sorry. I know that y'all just like Chef because Chef is y'all friend. But
Okay.
it's fine. I'm happy I lost my case.
Yeah, 341 people concluded that Chef is justified for how she feels.
Yeah, she's justified.
And this Cash App message said that Aries no is not funny. That's an awkward laugh.
Huh?
Someone said Aries no is not funny. That's an awkward laugh. Like you playing it off. You know it's not funny, but you try and laugh it off.
No, I'm really laughing because it really is funny to me. Because Chef did, like somebody put in the comments, Chef lost her income when her truck got repoed. It wasn't because of no goddamn TikTok shit. But y'all can continue to think that shit if y'all want to. But thank y'all for letting me up. I guess what I supposed to do now? I supposed to cry or what?
Nah,
I supposed to
Aries.
go to jail? Like what I do? I gotta pay
Listen.
some court fines or what I supposed to do now? Since I lost my case. What I supposed to do?
Well, Aries.
Just leave. See, that's all I gotta do. This is so easy. Thank you. This is the best court I ever went to. Cause last time I went to court, I ended up doing 6 months in jail. Y'all have a great day.
You too, Aries. Thank you for coming up. And that was that case, everyone. So now that we've gotten that case out of the way, for those that understood why I used the context was necessary just so she could understand that if I'm being told that it's up and stuck with me and it is what it is, then understand that Chef is basically saying the same thing. Someone said Aries both instinct from her breath to her pussy. God damn. All right. Now we do have Lovely Georgia Peach versus Poozy. So if y'all want to share the live out to them, by all means, go ahead and share the live. But we definitely going to get into that case. That was the case that had a lot of people asking questions all week. My phone, my inbox has been off the roof pertaining to this shit with Poozy and Lovely Georgia Peach. Okay. So Poozy said that there should be a line drawn when begging. Omar agreed with Poozy. Omar said he tired of seeing people ask for handouts instead of working a job with benefits. And then one of Poozy's supporters, which is Jackie said if Georgia Peach got help with the apartment, the newer kitchen to be exact, if Georgia Peach got help with a new kitchen, the least she can do is buy her pots and pans herself. Okay? So for those that do not know, and I'm going to bring you up in a moment, Poozy. For those that do not know who Lovely Georgia Peach is, I will give context. Okay? So Lovely Georgia Peach is a content creator that's on here. Continue to tap the live, share it. Thank y'all for joining the jury. Lovely Georgia Peach came on to the live one day in January and informed the people that she was laid off from her job. Since then, she expressed to the people that she faced some type of eviction in March. Okay, and when that transpired, Peach platform, her mods and her supporters came together and crowdfunded so Georgia Peach could get herself into a new apartment. Okay, so the questions that was being asked last week when it pertained to Georgia Peach, the people are concerned because they are wondering how Georgia Peach plans on continuing to pay for her apartment if she is not currently working. Okay? The people are saying that they believe, and Poozy, she brought this to the public attention, that Georgia Peach and her, I guess her supporters, mods, whoever they are saying that is basically creating crowdfunding scamming. Got a Cash App message actually. So hold on. So this Cash App says Peach nor her friends need to trust $2. So when it comes down to the crowdfunding, getting help from the supporters, people are saying that Poozy is jealous because she was able to get help. And they're saying that Poozy is mad that when she was in a predicament that she's currently still in, allegedly, they saying that Poozy has always been in some type of financial crisis and she's never came out of it. So she's just jealous that Peach is getting help. I just got another Cash App message. It says Poozy exposed the pots and pans game. So again, I'm going to bring Poozy up in a moment because she is in the queue, but I just want y'all to get context to what the people are saying is going on. A lot of people was comparing Poozy, Trina, and Georgia Peach. They were saying that the situations are not different and that they're picking and choosing who get help and who don't. Hold on. Somebody said, why ask us for help? Get it from big old money Kells. That's another thing that was discussed. So apparently, Salute Kells is affiliated with Lovely Georgia Peach. She has her own business. She does hair, does a great job. Shout out to Salute Kells, right? But the people are saying if Salute Kells comes from old money, why did Lovely Georgia Peach have to get online and crowdfund to get the money she needed to get into her apartment? Another question that was asked was, if she lost her job in January, what happened to the taxes? So people are highlighting that Lovely Georgia Peach, she has 3 children. For those who have children in general, will understand that the child tax credit is at least $2,000 per child. So with her having 3 children, the minimum would have been at least $6,000. So what they're trying to figure out, if she just lost her job in January, right? Let's say she wasn't able to get a job. She's having some hard time getting people to answer her back. People are wanting to know, when she filed her taxes, why didn't she take that money to pay up on what she owed at her old place? And even if she decided, you know what, she was tired of living where she was at, just go ahead and put her out. They're wanting to know, why didn't she take the tax money and move into her own place? Why did she need to crowdfund at all? So hold on. Someone said, Peach, the richest broke person on TikTok, Poozy, Trina, and Genty? Someone said, why is Peach boyfriend not supporting her? Peach got a man? I don't know that to be true. I don't know if she has a man or not. Someone said the only thing Big Money Kells did was bump Peach old hair. Another thing that was being discussed, they said that when Lovely Peach was put out of her home, she crowdfunded $2,000 to stay in a hotel until she was able to get the call regarding her being moved into her new home. But now the people are concerned with what happened with that money, because it was brought to my attention that Georgia Peach was staying at her brother's house, apparently. The people are saying that it's 2 things. Did she actually use the $2,000 to stay in the hotel the entire time? Or did she only stay in the hotel for maybe 2 to 3 days and then pocketed the rest of the money and stayed at her brother's house? They're wanting to know, if her brother's house was an option, why didn't she just go there in the first place? So the questions that I Poozy, the moment Poozy says she feel like Georgia Peach is just a Trina 2.0, it sparked so much controversy, so much conversation, and the people have hella questions. The people are saying that when they was in the comment section of Lovely Georgia Peach Live, she was muting people that was asking, what do you plan on doing when it's time for you to pay your rent next month? Apparently people was being muted and they were being blocked. So it's a lot of talk around this situation. A lot of people feel like there is some picking and choosing regarding this situation. There's people, they done went so far to say that they believe that Lovely Georgia Peach goal is to set her cash app a certain amount every day. So by the time the end of the month get here, y'all still paid for her rent. And it'll just be an ongoing thing where hypothetically, I'm throwing a BS number out there. If she asks for $100 a day, by the time her rent get here for the following month, she be done had the rent money paid up. So people are saying, did she intend on actually getting a job at all, or she just sitting back wanting TikTok to pay her bills and she's just not being upfront about it? Someone said Poozy and Trina in the Roach Motel, Peach living large. This one says, did she not say first that she had money to move? Did she not say first that she had money to move? This one said, the IRS said you owe the money back since we paid you. I don't know. It's, like I said, it's a lot of talk that's going on. I see Poozy is in the queue, so I'm going to let her come up so she can explain and give reference to why she said what she had to say regarding this whole situation with Peach and the crowdfunding and all that.
Good morning.
Good day.
Okay, well, this case was against me, but I guess since she's not here, we'll move forward with my side of it.
Go ahead.
Okay, as you stated, it did start a lot of controversy. If you all are unaware, I was DM'd by a man. It wasn't even a woman. And I didn't say this, but I'm gonna give, because we're in court, I'm gonna give as much, as I can. A man DM'd me and he asked Poozy, if you were given a kitchen, would you be able to supply the pots and pans? Long story short, I said, are you talking about Peach? They said, yes. I didn't want to engage. I answered the question. If I was given a kitchen from the community, yes, I would be able to supply the pots and pans because mine are in storage. That led me as a creator to make it a topic. My topic was very in general. It was about creators and people who go live having the need to go too far. Is this going too far? And a lot of people have compared myself to Trina's situation as well as Peach's situation because, again, all three of us are hotel bound. Well, were hotel bound, right? And my situation became more, it became more likely that I wasn't scamming with the community because I didn't ask for any money. Nobody on my team asked for me for any money. And when I was on the morning show about 2 Mondays ago, I was asked a question about my dwelling and I answered it and people began to pour in. The difference between my situation, Trina's situation, and Peach, but I'm sorry, let me only speak on Peach. The difference between my situation and Peach's situation When I got to the 450 that I needed weekly to maintain this room, we, everything stopped. No more money was collected that day. I actually collected a total of $470 on camera. I went to pay for the room and validated the receipt. So by my actions, people are saying, you know, where Peach receipts at. You know, Poozy, we watched you go through the eviction. We watched you go to eviction court. We watched you put yourself in a hotel. We've watched your taxes come in. We watched you use your money for your taxes to maintain your roof and stuff for your children. So the side by side comparison doesn't look good. It just doesn't. Cash app goals were mentioned. My cash app goal typically normally goes no higher than $30. I think the max I've ever put up was 100. They talked about and discussed my receiving of cash apps. I have no problem showing receipts, but a lot of people that did send me said, you know, they were doing it out of love. A lot of people don't want to be disclosed, so I will protect those people. But collectively, $470 was all I raised. Was all that was raised for me with the crowd fund. I haven't even touched $500. I haven't even touched enough to actually file on taxes. And just a heads up, anything over $600 received a month through Cash App will have to be filed on your taxes next year, in case you all didn't know that. So make sure y'all keeping all y'all receipts. But I really don't know what else to say, Bella, because side by side comparison with just my truth, it does look like a crowdfund scam.
Okay, people, so for the people, let's start with one of the things that was brought up. People are saying that Georgia Peach was staying with her brother after she asked for the $2,000 to stay in a hotel.
Now that is news to me. My jaw hit the floor because a lot of people's first answer is, where's the family? And um yeah, that's, I mean, I wish she would, if she wants to come and I drop, because you know sometimes people can't work on the same panel, that is fine.
I,
But yeah, that's a
I,
doozy
I
right
don't
there.
I don't think Georgia Peach will be in attendance.
Okay.
Um, but that's what was said, that she stayed at her brother's house at some point during the time before she moved into her apartment. So I just wanna be clear. If there's anybody that is a part of Georgia Peach's um, friend group, is what I'm saying not true? Did at any point did Georgia Peach stay at her brother's house after she received that $2,000? Can one of y'all that be over there? I saw Salute Kells in the comment section. Is that information true? I just need a simple yes or no, because I don't want to give out misinformation. Did she stay over at her brother's house?
And I am on my best behavior because, as you see, I'm on my main page.
Somebody said they'd be lying too. They going to cover for her. Well, fuck it, never mind. All
Right.
right. Well, look. So people is concerned that she might have stayed at a hotel for maybe a few days, but then the rest of the time she stayed with her brother.
Now they were saying that we moved in the hotel at the same time. I know I moved in a week before March the 3rd. So I was in February. I went to court. I want to say it was like, I don't remember the actual date that I went to court, but I know it was mid February. February might have been the 11th. Somewhere in mid February, I went to eviction court. So I personally have been in the hotel since February. And when my taxes hit, I was online. I was actually live when my taxes hit. And me and my followers watched the very first thing I did with my money. Took my children to go re up on their school uniforms, hair supplies, things like that. We went to the hair store. Um, and then I blessed the people, a lot of people who blessed me. I paid some love to my moderators and gave back to the community. I went and blessed a couple platforms who would have considered me to be an enemy, and just gave back as much as I could to show that I'm a grateful person for the people who have helped me. and the people who, said don't help Poozy. She's a scammer. My numbers were dramatically affected, and I didn't know that we could actually show receipts of how our income fluctuates on this app due to people's words. So I did notate that, and I am gonna definitely take that into consideration, because I lost a lot of money for the month of January and February for statements of me being a scammer, a liar, things such and such. But yeah,
So hold on to that thought, Poozy. Someone said, Poozy, keep cooking in that Roach Motel. Let Peach make her money. Someone said, tell food stamp department you stay in the Roach Motel on us. Someone else said, won't he do it, Peach? Yes, he will. Someone said, why Poozy pocket watching? Someone said, Peach was waiting for a place before she got the 3,000.
mm.
So see, this is what I'm saying. There's some mixed emotions going on.
And see, that's why I like when Mad Day comes, because then the truth starts coming out, or their truth, people's personal truths of the situation starts coming out. And despite what we actually have from her, it still just looks weird. It just doesn't look right. I mean, you've been tremendously overly blessed, um, despite how God is bringing it to her, because she's firm believer, that this is all of God. Um, and I guess for the majority of us who continue to have these questions about her situation, time will tell.
Okay,
Time will
so
tell.
here's another question that I want to ask for the people that be over there. Is it true that people was getting muted and blocked when they was asking Georgia Peach how exactly did she plan on paying for her rent next month? Did that happen? I just need a yes or no. Was people getting muted and blocked when they was asking in the comment section? Hmm.
They don't have much to say today, Bella. Oh, I see a couple no's.
Yeah, I see
I
some
see some
no's.
no's.
I see some no's.
But are those the moderators? Or are those just people? I
So
don't think they
one
comprehend.
of the moderators said for spamming the comments. Yes.
Where y'all getting this shit from? Cause I haven't heard none of this shit. Where y'all getting this shit from?
Okay. So if you can recall, it was brought up last week. One of the lives that it was mentioned in, apparently Petty Rowe asked the question of, is people getting muted and blocked? They're trying to be transparent with Peach, but they're being told that they are being blocked or they're being muted by the mods.
Okay, that part was the day of her celebration when she made the announcement that she got approved for her place. So people did ask about her next month. My motherfucking self muted them because it wasn't the time and the motherfucking place for it. So I muted their ass. I don't know. A lot of this shit you talking I haven't heard, but let me answer this shit for you. Hold on, what's up, mommy? I just
So
gotta
Barbie,
go. Let me handle this shit and I got you, baby, okay?
no, you're fine.
Um,
So before you say anything, now I'm just going to give reference. Are you directly involved in this, or you're just coming to speak on Peach's behalf?
what did you not just ask for somebody in her camp to come up? Did you not just ask that?
The reason why I'm asking because um I was told that people need to speak for themselves when it pertains to the
Okay.
assembly.
Yeah, I don't have time for this bullshit, man.
No, I'm saying I was told that when it pertains to anyone
She
directly,
gone, Bella.
they need to speak for themselves. No, that's okay. Nikki, she is still here. Nikki, are you directly involved or
No,
you're
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So what I'm going to direct is the whole thing with the mod situation with the muting and blocking.
okay?
The particular person, and I can't remember their name, but I know exactly who was bitching and moaning about that. They was spamming the comments multiple times and multiple lives the same question. Peach directly answered it. But every time somebody who came on the panel who did not agree with Peach or the subject about her housing came up, they would come and ask again. So that's why they ass was muted and blocked.
Okay. So I appreciate you openly acknowledging that people were actually muted and blocked, because when I asked that question a few minutes ago, there was multiple people that said no, that didn't happen.
They probably because of different lives. That usually and stuff like that. Honestly, no. A lot of people they because okay on Peach Live and stuff. I'm known to mute people and stuff like that, which is true. Yeah, but it's always for a reason, and I directly let Peach know. I hop on a panel and let the person know why they're getting muted. The thing is that particular person, and I know who it is. I gotta go and look at my screenshots or whatnot. They kept asking the same question about, oh, when is she gonna pay her rent? How's she gonna pay her rent? They kept asking it on multiple lives. That's why they asked, got muted and blocked because it was already addressed. Peach already explained the situation to them, and that was it. And it's a rule amongst the mods that when you are spamming the comments, and if the mod or mods are telling you or warning you to calm down, and you can continue to do it, you will get muted or blocked. They was muted one time, kept doing it. They ass got blocked. Simple.
So it's just one person. This is not
No,
multiple.
it wasn't multiple people because honestly, I'll be looking at the comments. It's not because the whole narrative is like, oh, a whole bunch of people was in there. No, it wasn't. For most of the time in the lives and the comments, people be chilled, especially with giving peace situation. It was mostly chilled. It's only like a handful, and I do mean a handful of people that even was being negative or spamming the comments. So it wasn't like, oh, we was blocking 50, 100 people. It wasn't like that. It was like one or two people.
Okay. So as far as that situation go, with what
So,
you did with the Peach, since you are in close proximity, the people
I
asking
don't
it.
speak Peach. I just wanted to explain on that. I don't speak for Peach because we already agreed on it. If she ain't here, I ain't gonna speak to her. So I'm gonna drop
Okay.
down. All right.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Alrighty.
So after hearing
Now,
what,
what they didn't mention, Bella, was that Peach did, and I'm not her representative, but I do where right is right. Peach did acknowledge that she is hoping with all intentions to have employment by the end of this month. So she is putting forth the efforts to make sure that she has employment.
so to give clarity to Nikki coming up, so Nikki said that she specifically was speaking on the mods. She was not going to speak on Peach, just to give context. So just want to make sure that we're all kind of on one accord. We understand what's going on regarding this case. So
What's the verdict? Because it was her against me, wasn't it?
yeah, so hold on. So hold on. So someone said the three ladies on vacation while Poozy here with us. Someone said Peach, the new cash cow of the get money stroll on TikTok. Someone said Peach people, the new bullies. They pushed Petty Row out.
Mm,
Okay.
mm. Whoever's sending me messages, can you send it to Poozyville, my third page, please? Um,
So after, like I said, giving y'all context, it boils down to we're getting ready to come up with the verdict. And being as though basically Peach versus Poozy, the verdict is going to be is is Poozy jealous of the help Georgia Peach is getting? Smiley face yes, sad face no. Is Poozy jealous of the help that lovely Georgia Peach is getting? Smiley face yes, sad face no.
And we got it at 2.5K.
Less than 10 seconds.
It's not bad though. 140 people actually voted for me this time.
Okay, so they concluded that
I'm
you
guilty of being jealous
are jealous
over a crowdfund scam.
is getting help financially. Okay.
Well, at least the feds won't never come looking for my ass.
Okay. Now,
I sent you evidence for my second case, Judge.
okay, the people was there was a Poozy versus Salute Kells. Do you want to talk about what happened with that situation?
Yes, Judge. While scrolling the TikTok streets, I was able to come up on a blogger who had the video. And as I went back and listened to the video, I was wondering, why would I say that I wanted her breath to stop? What would convince me of that? So I sent you over Exhibit A so we could play it, but I want to focus in on how many times Kel said the word dead or dying before I boomeranged it back to her. So whenever you're ready, Judge.
I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing about Peach didn't know nothing about me. Real talk. Peach didn't know nothing about me. Real talk, because my following is on Instagram, not on TikTok.
But you remember Miss Nitra called Miss Jackie's son because she said you was over there taking advantage of Miss Jackie's money. And that's why Miss Jackie had left off the TikTok for a minute, because you know Miss Jackie got house.
No, bitch, don't lie on Miss Jackie. She was almost.
Nitra did tell everybody. Poozy tell everybody.
Miss Jackie was everybody almost dying around you. You can't keep a nigga. You can't keep a supporter. They all dying around you. What the hell is going on with you? You talking about you the demon. I think that's what it is. As a matter of fact, let me get from up under these demons. Let me get from under here. I don't even want to. I hope you take your last breath. Oh, what the hell that happened?
Help our people again. She good at that.
I hope that bitch. Thank you, dearie. Wait, say what now? I'm happy you said that. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing about Peach didn't know nothing about me. Real talk. Peach didn't know nothing about me. Real talk, because my following is on Instagram, not on TikTok.
But you remember Miss Nitra called Miss Jackie's son because she said you was over there taking advantage of Miss Jackie's money. And that's why Miss Jackie had left off the TikTok for a minute, because you know Miss Jackie got house.
No, bitch, don't lie on Miss Jackie. She was on my
Nitro did tell everybody. Pussy told everybody.
Miss Jackie was
Everybody almost dying around you. You can't keep a nigga. You can't keep a supporter.
So hold on. So Cal said it's the people around you dying. She said you can't keep a man, you can't keep supporters. But I don't hear her wishing unaliving on you. So I'm
right. So why I said that is because some words are trigger words, right? And being that we know that I lost my daughter and she's dead, and those words came out 3 times and I responded twice, I believe, Judge, that I was triggered by her words in saying that those people who are still alive have died around me and that I was the cause of it. So in retaliation, I felt like her breath should have stopped breathing those words out of her mouth to me because they were false. I wasn't saying for those children to lose their mother. I wasn't saying for something to just actually freak accident happen to this lady and she becomes unalived. I recognize where I got triggered at. And I understand that when people bring up that word, I just have, in an anger, I have to leave. I have to leave because I'm going to retaliate with some hurtful, harmful words. Now, granted, I did apologize for that, saying those words to her. But again, as I counted, because I'm a person that's heavy on numbers, as I counted the 3 times she said it, I only said it twice because I was being overtalked. Well, I said it twice, not only said it twice. I said it twice because I was being overtalked. But the seconds in between my response were me really trying not to do it and did it anyway.
so hold on, Poozy. I need to get these messages out because they're piling up. Someone said, "Why are these folks okay with their kids being homeless too?" Someone said, "Not a begging motherfucker talking about another broke 304." Someone said, "The Peach Crew is the new $2 crew on your ass." Someone said, "Poozy fuck over everyone. Now Big Kells eat her. Poozy fuck over everyone. Now Big Money Kells ate her up and she crying." Okay. Someone said, "Pack it up, coconut head" from Ned's Declassified. Okay. Someone said, "Peach be on live talking shit all day. Now she hiding." Okay. Someone else said, "Georgia Peach and Kels still platform heartbreaker. She did it too." Okay. I see that Kels is up here. Kels, being as though
Uh,
this is your case with Poozy. How you doing this morning, Queen?
I'm good. Good morning, chat. How are y'all? I thought I was gonna be held in contempt, girl, because I wasn't coming. But I just wanted to let this hoe know, in the words of Tisha Campbell, that I'm still here. Okay? Because you can't wish death on me, boo. Because I'm gonna be here. You ain't gotta worry about that. And one thing about me is that I don't have to wish unaliving on anyone to get my point across. And because I feel like eating her ass up, I've ate enough dirt this week, I'm not even going to address her. So, did you have some questions for me, Bella?
Okay, well, one of the questions is it pertaining to just this case alone or just in general? Because
Well, I mean, I personally don't want to speak for Peach because she is a grown woman and she
not
can speak for
necessarily
herself.
speaking for her.
Okay.
One of the questions, and I do think it is a solid question to ask.
Okay. What's up?
The question was, if You are Big Money Kels, because apparently that's what you called yourself. Why did Peach have to crowdfund? That's what they want to know.
Well, the thing is this though. I just met Peach just like everybody else. That wasn't my friend. I don't know what part people don't understand. Not only that, I contributed. I didn't just do Peach's hair. I contributed funds as well, just like everyone else. So I guess I'm just trying to understand what's the problem, because I personally don't see the correlation, considering that Trash Box is still in a motel and Peach is in her place and she has still been actively looking for a job, even though she's no
Trash
longer.
box not running the
Hey,
crowdfund
hey, hey,
scam.
hey, hey, hey.
So hold on, because Kels, even with that, somebody just said Kels was asking Peach to put stuff on her wish list for her too. That is another thing that I did hear. I did hear that in these streets that y'all was basically putting personal stuff in there that y'all wanted. So although it was getting sent to her house, if y'all all in Atlanta, she just a drive away to pick it up.
Let me explain something to you, Bella.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an overabundance of shit in my house. I'm actually trying to get rid of it, okay? I don't need to crowdfund or do no type of Amazon wish list or anything like that, because if I wish to get something from Amazon, I'm going to put it in my cart and purchase it. So I don't understand what people are talking about with this whole narrative of an Amazon wish list. Like, that's crazy to me. Peach doesn't even have really anything on her wish list. She has 2 freaking air fryers and a rice cooker. I mean, well, 1 air fryer and a rice cooker. I got 2 air fryers and I don't even eat rice. She got TVs on there. I got 7 TVs in my house. Like, come on, man. Let's be fucking for real. Let's just say this. This one right here is known to manufacture beef on this app so that she can continue to stay as relevant as, I guess, relevant in her world can be. Okay. So this is her coming up with something. She thought that Peach was a easy lick because she's new to TikTok and she's super nice, and you know what I'm saying? She's just a God-fearing person. So who's the bully? Let's just keep it all the way a buck. Who's the bully?
Should I break that? Like I want to make sure you asking that. Like,
I'm talking about as far as Poozy and Peach are concerned. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about nothing else.
so Posey and Peach are concerned. Let's let's have the conversation. Okay, so Posey comes out and says she thinks that the people are being scammed out their money. She give context as to why she feels that way. Can you tell me the bullying part that the people need to hear so we can jot it down?
Okay, well, let's just say the creating of the false narratives. Who's creating false narratives? Let's take the bully word out of it. So who's creating false narratives then?
False narratives. Okay. And the narrative was that Peach is scamming people out of their money with the crowdfunding.
Correct.
That's the narrative, right?
Hmm. Or should I say no? Hold
I
on.
counterclaim
Again,
that judge.
hello? Nobody's talking to you.
I counterclaim that
So
judge.
we're
One
talking
moment,
about
one moment.
me doing an Amazon wish list. That's what we're talking about, right? Again, I'm not speaking for Peach. Peach can come up here and speak for herself if she chooses to. But we're talking about creating narratives about her people putting things on the wish list. That's what we're talking about.
Wait, Kels. Someone just said y'all speak for Peach any other time, but now y'all can't.
Okay, and whoever said that can come up here and speak to me.
So wait a minute. For the people that's new to this show, is that or is that not true? Do y'all usually speak for Peach?
I mean, people can say what they want to say, Bella, but
I'm just asking. So to be clear, do you or the mods her do y'all usually speak for Peach any other time?
do we speak for her or do we defend her? I mean, it's kind of different.
Can you explain the difference for the people?
The difference is I'm going to defend her when I feel like it's necessary. But if she has decided that she wants to speak for herself, then that's what I'm going to allow her to do when it comes to this one right here.
Now, Kels, do you recall Peach telling someone else that they need to step back and not speak for anyone, not defend anyone themselves? Do you recall that happening?
I don't.
Okay. So I can see why it looks like picking and choosing when it comes to speaking up, because it's like, okay, now when it's a situation involving money, people having legitimate questions, now is I can't speak for Peach.
But they can ask Peach though.
So I just explained to you that people were saying, or not just you, but the people, that the people that do have questions were getting muted and blocked.
And we just said that that's not true. It was two people that continued to spam the comments saying the same thing over and over again who got muted and blocked. The other ones, there was actually one that I said something to in the comments and said that she's good. So, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say.
So, no,
I
you
don't know
good.
what else you want me to say. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't have a reason to put anything on the Amazon wish list. Everything that is on there
Then she just said
belongs to
don't speak.
Peach.
Then you just asked us not to speak for Peach. That's why I left. So why I don't get it.
So the purpose of me asking that question was because it was just a few weeks ago that the conversation came up in Peach's space to not speak for other people and allow them to speak for themselves. Don't come up defending other people, as Cal said, it's a difference, defending and speaking. So when someone was coming up to defend a situation, they was told not to. So what I'm saying is, why is it that when it pertains to Peach, if y'all believe that something was said wrong or done wrong, it's okay for y'all to come defend her. But when someone else was doing the same exact thing, they was told not to.
I'm baffled because I hadn't heard none of this, Bella. Personally, I think you got the smoke for Peach because all this shit, most of this shit new. Is it you that has the problem with Peach? Because we haven't heard none of this stuff that you're saying.
So I'm not sure what would give that reason. Do you have reason to believe I have an issue with Peach?
Yes, I do. You know, come on now, let's not play stupid.
I'm asking. I can't assume that. I never once came out and said I had an issue with her. I've never once talked about her. I don't go into the space, so I would be a little
You no longer go into her space after the situation on Go Go Gadget page.
Go Go Gadget. Who's that?
What's the girl name, y'all? What's her name?
Good old time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't go over there after what transpired. Does that mean I have a problem with her because I don't go over there anymore? I'm confused. No, I'm asking all of these questions for context and reference. So I'm
After
asking.
after the situation on the girl page, right?
For the
And
people that
it
was
was
not there, can you tell them what
And Barb,
transpired?
you can say my name. Like I ain't never disrespected you, but you can say my name. It's good old time if you can't enunciate it. But you can say my name. I ain't never disrespected you.
okay. So after the girl page, after what happened on the girl page, right? It was messages being sent to Peach. Oh, Bella don't have a problem with you, whatever. Pete said, let Bella come tell me for herself. Bella never went and told Peach for herself. that she don't have a problem with Peach. It was people coming to Peach saying, Bella said to tell you she don't have a problem with you.
So, Barbie, I'm glad that you mentioned that Roland Ray was the person I reached out to. Okay. So,
Not rolling Ray on this page right now, boo.
okay. So, that is the page that I did reach out to. And I would like to actually read out exactly what I said because I have a feeling that the message that I did send was not said. It was not given exactly what I said. I specifically said I was simply going to ask you to inform Peach I wish her the best. She don't read her messages, so that's why I didn't bother sending it to her myself. After what transpired, I need to be careful on what I indulge in. So, Barbie, based on that message that I sent in good faith, what in that message tells you that I have a problem with?
That wasn't the only person a message came through though, Bella.
And if it did, it wasn't me. I am telling y'all right now, it wasn't me. I've only reached out to whoever is behind Rolling.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna relay that message because that I'm telling you that was not the only person that came to her and said, "Well,
And
No,
that's
it
the
Bella
wasn't.
said
problem.
this."
That's the problem because I know for a fact how I do things, why I do things the way I do them. So me reaching out to Roland Ray to say, hey, look, just let Peach know I wish her the best. I just cannot find myself in any situations. I can't indulge in certain things. It wasn't me being spiteful, malicious. No, I did it in good faith. I even said why I reached out. She don't read her messages. I didn't want to send it and it just gets overlooked.
Angelina, I don't have to show proof. All you gotta do is just bring Frankie up because Frankie was one of the people.
So that right there, if I did that, just like, hey, look, I can't control what's being said in that platform, but it's like, you know what? Wasn't really feeling it. It's cool. Do your thing, but I just know that I'm just not going to indulge. Doesn't mean I have a problem with you. It just simply means, okay, do what you do in your space, but I have the right to say I'm just not going to participate in that. I don't I don't think that even with yourself, if I say that I don't have an issue with you, Barbie, but then like you said, no, like Kels just said, false narratives. If someone is sitting and going out their way to keep false narratives that you know for a fact is not true, and then you decide to come up there and speak up for Kels, and then get jumped on for speaking up, it's like, wait a minute. So we're going to go into the conversation. That's what happened. Good old time only got involved because it was like I was confused on the situation. As to, I'm like, you say that you don't have a problem with me, but these narratives is being put out here, and it's just like, okay, well, it doesn't matter because it's not you. But it is what it is. I left the situation alone, but to make Frankie look like she was wrong for speaking up, or just as Kel said, defending me, Frankie is one person. When Peach name gets brought up, multiple of y'all speak up on her behalf. But one person spoke up for me, and Frankie got ostracized for that and made to feel like she was wrong.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Just so I can gain some clarity, Bella, I apologize for cutting you off. But who jumped on Frankie? Because if I'm not mistaken, that was the conversation between Frankie and $2. So I guess I'm just trying to understand, how did Frankie get jumped on?
Okay. So when that transpired, um, the talk was that Frankie caused some type of divide with the Mize over there. That it was said that
That
Frankie was wrong.
because there's been no divides with the mods at all.
So, but
And
this
and 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 I know exactly what she's saying. Let me clear this up really quickly.
Okay.
The thing was, it was said that why you got a problem with Peach because of the conversation happened on Peach's platform, but Frankie brought up the conversation. It was like you was more mad at Peach for allowing the conversation to happen, but you didn't have a problem with Frankie for bringing it up. That
So
was
I guess that's
what
where
was
the
said.
context is being missed here. So, from my understanding, it wasn't just the one time that my name was brought up by $2 over there. So, from my understanding, that $2 would be in the comment section just saying whatever she be saying about me, and it was Tussle Tuesday, and Frankie decided, you know what, I'm just going up there and I'm going to confront her and ask her, what is your problem? Why do you feel the need to keep saying stuff about Bella? So that's how that transpired. And it went from that to, well, why are you speaking for Bella? Bella, I just came into the live. So they're like, well, Bella, she's here. She can speak for herself. But if anybody knows me well enough to know,
You were at work.
that I don't engage with $2. I don't talk to her. I don't, none of that. So then when Peach responded by saying, well, we don't know if Bella is talking to $2 or saying anything to her in other lives. And then Frankie said, I be around. She don't. It was then followed up with, okay, well, maybe $2. She insinuated that Frankie is stalking me and it's basically up my ass. But again, when Frankie came up there to basically say, look, Bella is not bothering you. She don't talk to you. Just leave her be. And then it was followed up with Junior Bone actually came into the panel and said, well, I'm going to be honest. I know me. When it's up and stuck with somebody, every time I see you, I'm going to drag you, da-da-da-da. So it was like justifying $2 behavior and how she was carrying herself over in Peach Live.
I
And then to
wouldn't.
follow up by saying, I'm not getting involved. I don't have a problem with $2, and I'm not and people mad because I'm cool with $2 and all that. It's like, listen, I'm not mad with Peach. This is why I said weeks ago I wish her well, but I understand that she's going to run her platform the way she see fit. I have the right to say, you know what? I don't have to sit in the space where I am being disrespected unprovoked. I am not
But
bothering this woman. I'm not.
when you was in there, you heard that, so you didn't hear me say it. Y'all don't bring Bella up in this. Don't do that. And Frankie said, no, I got something to get off my chest. You didn't hear all that?
I wasn't in the live. That's what I'm telling you. I was not in the live
Oh,
for
I
the
thought
part.
you said you heard it.
I came into the part when Frankie literally was asking like $2, why did you keep doing that? Why did you keep saying Bella name? Why do you keep mentioning her? So that's the part that I came into the live on. So I didn't hear none of that. I'm
Oh,
literally
okay.
communicating with y'all. I'm even telling y'all in this moment that I don't have a problem with Peach. I just understand that she don't mind me being disrespected in her live, but she says she don't have a problem with me. So I'm like, I can't tell you what to do in your space, but I know that I don't deserve to just sit back, sipping my water, and just being dragged, minding my business, watching a show, and somehow my name comes up and now I'm being disrespected.
I,
Why would I want to sit in a space like anybody with sense would be like, well, no, like if I'm not respected over here, I'm just not going to come over here.
but
Hence,
wouldn't
I,
would
I don't be in $2 space.
but wouldn't
Good
that be the
morning.
but wouldn't that be the case though for any platform that someone's name is mentioned in and it may not be very tasteful? I guess I'm just trying to understand because it's people that get dragged up and through in this live as well, and nobody is throwing you at the cross. So I guess I'm just
Well,
trying to understand what the
I
difference
have
is.
to disagree with you on that.
Bella, right quick, Bella. For some reason, Frankie can't come up. We don't see her in the request. Can you invite her? That's all I came up here to say.
Okay, sure.
And
Okay. Yeah.
Frankie.
honey, that hair is tea. It looks really good. Okay.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, bye, y'all.
While Morgan and Brittany is in the panel, shout out to Morgan Brittany. She does go live. She is all for fitness and health. She is a girl's girl. So go ahead, follow Brittany.
Can I
Great
chime
person,
in?
great personality.
Can I
I'll be
chime
back to
in
do my
real quick?
commercial. But I want Frankie to come in the box, so I'm gone. Bye, y'all.
Okay, love. Thank you. But
Hey,
yeah,
Benji.
if you hear, I do not see you anywhere. I'm not sure where you are at. But since we are having the conversation, even after I explained to y'all that I do not have a problem with Peach, what did you interpret in what I just said?
Well, I do just want to say this. I don't think that any of you creators should get ostracized for what other grown individuals say in lives. I've always felt that way because we're all grown, even though this is a kids app and some people may act like children. We're all adults and people can speak for themselves. So I don't think that you guys should be held to the fire for what other people say. I don't think it should be you, any creator at all. So I just wanted to say that. I just asked a question.
No worries. I guess the question that I'm really trying to like break it down to, would you be okay with coming into my space and you're always being torn down over here? Something negative is always being said about you unprovoked. Would
I
you be
mean,
okay with that?
I'm not gonna say that I will be okay with it, but I know how to speak for myself. Like I know how to defend myself, so I don't really care if I came into. That's just a space that I just wouldn't go into. If that's the case, if I had an issue, then I wouldn't. I just wouldn't go into the space. But would I be like, oh, that's your fault? That this, that, and the third? No, I wouldn't do that because you're not
And
the
that's
one
why I
speaking
said
on
I
it.
have no quarrels with Peach. That's why I say it.
No,
There's
no,
no
no.
blame
I
with
get
that.
that. I was just basically telling you where my question came from. That's all. I know that you said that you don't have any issues with her and you haven't displayed any on live. So I'm just saying that, I mean, other than the fact that you don't come into the space anymore, but if you feel like people are dragging your name in the space, then I can understand why you don't come. But I'm just saying that that's where my question came from.
Good morning. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to cut nobody off, but real quick because I want clarity on this discussion. But based on the question that you just asked, are you saying or are you feeling like you are constantly dragged in her lives, or was it just that particular time and it bothered you?
Okay, so to give clarity, and I'm glad Frankie is up here. From my understanding, I have been mentioned in Peach Live multiple times by
That's
$2.
not true. That's
That
not true.
is true, bro.
So hold on, just
You
listen,
know,
y'all. Y'all
okay,
asking for the
I'm
conversation. I'm telling y'all where this is all breaking down. From my understanding, I was told that I keep coming up. And not only was I coming up, but when the question finally was asked to $2, what is your direct issue with Bella? She immediately went into talking about me and Aries situation and then played the video of me dancing in my lingerie.
She did that on her own live. That that
Yeah,
didn't happen on Peach
that
Live,
was not on
and
Peach's
it's in the
platform.
blogs.
hey,
So
but
can I sit here and say that I watched with my own two eyes Peach put $2 in the big box and
Yep.
$2 played the clip? You're telling me that didn't happen?
This
I don't remember that. I remember that happened on $2 Live.
because it
It
happened after all of this took place, Barb's.
Oh, okay.
This was just like, I want to say maybe last week or something like that this happened, or maybe a week and a half ago. But
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
yeah, this was definitely after the whole Frankie and the whole exchange with Frankie and $2.
hey, just to sorry, Kels. Good morning, Bella. But just to bring some clarity, though, um, $2 was bringing up Bella. She was bringing her up in the comments and everything, and you guys know that. I mean, I'm not making this up. You guys know that. And then when I finally confronted $2 on it, that's when everybody told me, no, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. But it was just like, come on, like, how are we gonna just keep allowing this woman to bring up Bella unprovoked? Like Bella's not saying nothing to her, Bella's not doing nothing to her. And then it was spent like, oh well, we don't know what Bella's doing in other lives. Bella does not bring up $2 at all. She doesn't harass $2. She doesn't at $2. Nothing.
Can
$2 does all that.
I'm so
So it
sorry,
was just
Frankie.
like,
I'm sorry.
guys, like this.
I'm so sorry. I don't think my signal all that well, but I just because I gotta hear me get down because I'm finna go praise the Lord on this beautiful Sunday. And real quick, good morning, Bella. Good morning, panel chat. How are you? Praise the Lord. Just real quick. Okay, so the reason why $2 and this based on the conversation that us as the mods had, right? Because we do check the comments. You know what I'm saying? Um, we were not going to address $2 and her bringing up Bella because she was one of the only ones that was bringing up Bella, right? And at that time, Bella was not there to defend herself. So the way that the platform and Barb, correct me if I am wrong, but the way that Peach would prefer to run her platform is you are available to defend yourself. If you're not available to defend yourself, or if you are called up to defend yourself because it's a recap page, then we try not to talk about that subject. So that particular day when Frankie came up, which I was in the comments, I wasn't on the panel at that time, but I was in the comments. But that day that Frankie came up on Tussle Tuesday to address $2, we would have preferred me not knowing, which I think a couple of us not knowing that you were at work at that time, of course, but we would have preferred for Bella to be there to defend herself, even though Frankie was there to defend her. But being that Frankie is the one bringing up the conversation, and it's not $2 bringing it up per se to say her grievance. Frankie was the one that brought it up and is addressing the situation. We have preferred that Bella be there so Bella can speak on her own behalf.
So
So
let
that's why we were saying
Jay,
no, let it die, don't say nothing.
Jay, can I ask you a question real
Fine.
quick? Do
That
you
we
feel
changed the subject, Bella. We
okay?
changed the subject, and $2 actually dropped out of the box, and we moved on.
Can I ask a question real? Because you guys keep saying I brought it up. Are you guys saying I brought it up because I came in the panel with it, or
Yes, that's what we saying because nobody
okay?
Yes.
knew.
Okay, I just
Nobody
wanted
really
to make
knew
sure I
that
had an
two
understanding
Yeah.
of
dollar
that.
was down there talking about Bella,
Yeah.
and you made it a bigger. You gave it a bigger platform to say. You gave nobody really. I didn't know till they told you. You actually was the one that actually told me that $2 was in the comments talking about Bella, and I said, well, now I didn't even know that. You gave it platform. It could have easily been dead and gone. You made it bigger than what it should have been. You
Right.
did that
So
by
let
bringing
me
it to the panel.
Can I
so
ask y'all a question? What's different from Frankie coming up there and saying, why is she down here in the comment section constantly speaking on Bella? What's different from her doing it and one of y'all coming up into the panel and say, look, a motherfucker in the comment section saying X, Y, and Z, keep it cute or you're getting mocked. And what's the difference?
Nobody knew it though. That's the motherfucking
nobody
difference.
right.
Nobody
But she
knew
So
was
what was
bringing it
going
to,
on
but
down
Frankie
there.
was bringing it to y'all attention though. That's what she was doing, and then
no,
she asked the question
so
to two
can I
dollar. Can
right.
I
So
can
can
I
I
finish? Can I finish? She
go
asked
ahead.
the question to $2. Like, when is it gonna stop? And that's what y'all, the point y'all missing. It was Tussle Tuesday, so it, whether Frankie wanted to tussle or not, she still wanted the question to be answered. When is it gonna stop? So there's really no difference between y'all coming up and taking up for Peach or defending Peach. When I held that live, it was so Bella can have a voice. Because if you see in the comments, people are saying, "Oh, Bella's on the docket. Bella's on the docket." Just because she has a court doesn't mean she can't have feelings or incidents that she wants to talk on outside of court. So I provided that space. I told you guys then, this is not a dig against Peach. This ain't, it happened on Peach's platform. So if Peach is going to have a platform where she recaps, then she has to be, that's just like if it happens on the morning show. Oh, it happened on the morning show. That doesn't mean that you're talking about the host. That's saying where it happened at. And it, that's it. Like, I don't know why it's becoming a big thing. And I don't know why the disrespect has to happen because like, certain people stop going over there. If you go to a space and you're constantly being disrespected by mods or the host, you're going to stop going over there. That's simple.
Now, good old time. Before you say anything else, I do have multiple messages that want to be heard. So this one says it's obvious that Peach Crew has an issue with you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
drop all those B's, respect courts or have your own courts. This says the whole crew is messy.
The whole
Someone says I like you, Bella, but it looked like it's personal. Let's see. Someone said we all have issues. Now this looks suspicious. Someone said one or two people blocked. Can't keep a lie straight.
child, y'all do what y'all want to do.
That
It's
part, but
for
for I'm
real.
just gonna because, like I said, I'm gonna get ready to go to church, and this I'm going to speak for myself since we all speaking for ourselves, of course. I don't know you, Bella, and you don't know me. Um, Everything that has transpired prior to me being on this side of TikTok, I'm really just now getting caught up. I don't have no issue with you. I don't have no bad blood with you because again, I don't know you and you don't know me. This is my first time coming on your panel. And the only reason why I came up here was because of the whole situation in Peaches Live, because I am one of the mods over there in Peaches Live. So you asked for someone to one of us, or is in all of us, to come up and say our piece. That's the only reason why I came up here. So the whole thing with they all have an issue with her, that is incorrect information, and that is how rumors and myths get started. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and just digress. And I pray that y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe in these TikTok streets.
All right,
Can
thank you.
I go next, Bella?
Yes. What's going on, Junior Bone?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Hey,
So,
Junior Bone. I didn't know that was you.
what up, though? So, listen. When I say this up and it's stuck, literally with anybody, and that just goes for my personal life. As far as people calling us messy, I'm not sure, but I know I'm very, very messy. I love being messy, so bad. What else did you say? As far as defending Peach, I defend her, but let's not forget about the other people that's making comments. I also defend y'all, and I take it straight to hell with it. What else did you say? I'm trying to catch up on everything you said. Hold on, let me think. Hold on.
I
We
was giving context when Aries was trying to figure out why Chef has not accepted her apology, and I explained to her that according to your logic, Junior Bone, that it's up and stuck, which is why it's okay for $2 to continue to harass and disrespect me in whatever space she sees me at because it's up and stuck. It's justified. So
But Bella,
as
can I ask you a question? How is that?
Hold on,
How are you
Miami.
holding Peach accountable for that?
Miami. Hold
so
on, real quick, real
When
quick.
this happens on everybody platform, but
so hold that.
Peach is supposed to silence everybody that speaks on you. When did you become
So
exempt? No
so
disrespect, but when
Miami.
did you become exempt?
So not once did I say I was exempt. And I don't know if you've been listening to me say that I do not have a problem with Peach. I'm not holding her to anything. I simply said I'm not going to go into a space where I know that I'm going to be disrespected unprovoked. I don't know where it's being missed. Do you understand what I am saying in this moment? I don't have a problem with her. I just know that at any time if I'm over there, what I'm just dropping my notepad hand, just listening in like I do everybody else's live. At any given time, my name is going to be mentioned in a disrespectful manner, unprovoked, and it's just like why continue to put myself through that?
And I
It's not.
totally agree with you. I agree with you. If it's a space that I'm getting dragged at, I won't attend that. I won't be in. I won't
And
frequent
that's
that
all she
space.
said, bro.
That's all
But
I've
what
been
I'm
saying the
saying
whole
is,
time.
you
It's not
But
said
she's not
in the
blaming
beginning.
Peach.
In the beginning, you said can't she speak for herself because that's what she said about someone else, and you were referring to the whole conversation between Frankie and them.
which
So
is an excellent point. So right now, right? No disrespect, you're not involved. I have no quorums with you. This literally has nothing to do with almost nobody in the panel besides Frankie and good old time. We're being technical.
I
So
agree, but
there
when
is
something is discussed that's not accurate, then of course people that were there or people that frequent that space is gonna defend that person, and if they're not here, the same way your people defended you.
So hear what Frankie was trying to say that day. When I was brought up in the comment section another time unprovoked, it was the straw that broke the camel back for Frankie. Frankie got tired of seeing it. So, and it's already Tussle Tuesday. I'm going to address this because I'm tired of seeing it. It's how Frankie looked at it. So, follow what I'm saying next. When Frankie came up to say $2, what is your issue? What is wrong with you? Why can't you just move around? And she's like, I'll stop when I'm good and ready. Then it's like, okay, then, so it's up and stuck, according to what Junior Bone said, because then she came on the panel and followed up with, well, look, I can't say nothing because I know when it pertains to, I think at the time, that therapist, that you said it was going to be up and stuck with her. So all I did was reference. That's all it was. That's how this even came about, is reference. You say that you got a
So
problem,
Bella,
stay there.
okay, so I came up because you asked for Peach Miles as far as like defending
No, I'm
people.
talking to,
Now with this
I feel
certain
like y'all.
situation, I know, but y'all had went on to another subject. I had came up here before when the that was going on. Um, but yeah, I'll go back down because that's all I wanted to say earlier. And as far as me wanting to be somebody on social media, I would never. I hate social media for real. I come on here to troll y'all. That's it. That's all. That one kept wife, la la wifey, whoever the fuck you want to be, you pale ass bitch. Mind your motherfucking business, hoe. Bye, Bella.
All right, Julie Bone, thank you for coming up.
Just so we're clear, we're mutuals, babe. We never had no problem with each other. So I don't want us to start having issues just because.
We know, and that's why I'm like, I don't even think y'all understand what's happening before y'all eyes. There is no issue. And the thing is, because I understand that there's no issue, why even go into a space and, like they said, defend myself? Y'all have not been around when I was going back and forth and
Oh, baby.
responding.
Yes, I was. You know,
Okay,
I'm not.
so okay, so you was on, I got
I
away
mean,
from that.
listen.
I'm not in the mindset of
Ain't doing that no
going
more.
back and forth. I'm not for the back and
Mm-mm.
forth. That done
I
killed
get
the
Uh,
it.
event.
I
So
get it.
when I
And,
hear why I'm not coming up to speak for myself, it's like, bro, you have no idea, man. I single-handedly by myself was literally going at it with multiple people. I'm been there, done that. I'm past that now. If
And
$2,
respectfully, wasn't getting nowhere, Bella. You was
I'm
going against so
not. It
many
wasn't.
people
I
and
wasn't
wasn't
getting
getting
nowhere
nowhere.
at all. So I'm like, you know what? Let me
okay.
focus on me. Let me tighten up. Let me take accountability for even engaging in the shit in the first place. And now we're gonna revamp this thing and we're gonna do what we're supposed to do. Now here we are because I focused on me and I stayed away from that. So y'all don't find it strange that while things is progressing over here, all of a sudden $2 just so happens to latch on to Peach and y'all. She just so after she single-handedly went through what she went through with the 9, threatened to tell all their business if they get out of line or say anything wrong. But now she comes over into y'all space and she befriends y'all. Y'all don't find that strange. Y'all don't think it's weird that now she's over there in y'all comment section bringing me up unprovoked. You don't, nobody's paying attention to any of this. And I try to avoid even discussing this because they're just like, well, Bella, when you and Peach going to be on the docket? I'm seeing it in the comment section, and shout out to Messy TikTok News because I'm not lying. You can read the comments back. Somebody's asking, well, Bella, when you going to be on the docket? I just refunded a Cash App message because they're asking, when is you and Peach on the docket? Me and her on the docket for what? I don't have an issue with her. She wants $2 over in her space. She's entitled to do that, but I know I don't want to be over there in that. I'm not about to sit and be disrespected. Oh, Bella's here. Let me just call her all types of 304s. And oh, while I'm at it, let me play a video of her dancing in her lingerie. Woohoo. What the fuck? Like, what? Who wants to sit around for that? You're not. You're going to move around. So it's like, okay, best of luck to you. That's what you chose. Cool. I'm moving around now. If
And
I see you in another mutual space, I'll speak, I'll interact like I do with Kels. Do I not interact with you in
no,
other mutual?
yeah, we interact all the time. It's no
All the
issue.
time. So
Yeah,
it's just like, you know what? But I know for a fact when I go over there, the moment I show up in that live and start engaging, $2, she can't help herself. For some weird reason, I have to be said in some type of way, shape, or form.
So,
But I'm the problem. When I'm ignoring her, I'm not saying nothing to her, I'm not bothering her, but nobody's clocking it. It's okay.
well, well, I'm just gonna tell you that I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. When I'm in a box, I have a Bluetooth in my ear. I be doing hair. I got this 3-year-old that be running around the house making all types of noise. So I really don't pay attention to the comments. I'm a mod because I just wanted to be one. Peace just wanted to make me a mod, so I don't be paying attention to the comments like that. Now, when it comes up in the box and it's discussed, typically I'm mute. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's a discussion that you would have to have with the person who's continuously mentioning your name.
See, that's the
Mhm.
thing,
I
Kel. It's no
can't.
conversation. Every page that I know she has is blocked. I do not talk to her. That's what's making it weird. Because
Bella,
it's like, at what point do we say to ourselves, it's no longer trolling and you're literally just attempting to bully me? When you see me in this space, I'm just going to harass you and disrespect you. When does it become a conversation of, okay, now, like, that's why Frankie came up. Like, I'm trying to bring it back to why she came up, because it's like, okay, now, at what point are you going to stop saying Bella's name? At what point are you going to move around? That's what I'm telling y'all. Let Peach name keep getting brought up by Poozy unprovoked. Y'all gonna get tired of that shit and say, all right, at this point it's bullying. At this point, what we doing? Because Peach ain't thinking about Poozy, but why Poozy can't keep her name out? Y'all will be saying the same shit. And Frankie's only one person, and she's the only one that spoke up besides Good Old Time to say, all right, Frankie's making a good point. When is enough enough?
Hold on, real quick,
And
Bella.
respect.
Real quick,
Hold on.
real quick,
And
real quick.
respectfully,
uh, Bella. Okay, so Bella, like real
wait.
talk.
Let Frankie go. Aries, let
Aries,
Frankie go real quick. Let's just
real
let
quick.
Frankie go real quick.
Kels,
Yeah, no,
they're asking.
Aries, it's really not involving you. I was just telling you where
No,
it gets.
I just wanted to tell you something real quick. That's all. But
Okay.
Frank, she said Frankie go first. Well, I guess
No,
I
no,
don't know
I want to
who.
hear what Aries have to say because she was waiting. Go ahead, Aries.
All right, so my thing is I do feel as though this is something that you wanted to say. You had on your chest for a long time. Because when me and you talked on a back end, Bella, and this is why I'm really upset with you how you handled my case today. Because you already had said all of that to me on the back end about T bringing your name up all the time when I was talking to you about Chef Foxy bringing my name up and stuff. You had already told me all of that on the back end. So today, I thought that my case would only be about me and Chef Foxy situation, and I wasn't expecting for you to bring up $2 at all. I think that you just wanted to just talk about $2. Period. You wanted to get that off your chest, and that's all you had to do was just get it off your chest, Bella. And everybody would have understood, and they still would have respected you. Because hey, you say enough is enough, get it off your chest. But in the middle of my case, you didn't have to bring her up. And now it's Posey sitting up there being jealous hearted, and she done already lost her case about being jealous. And it's like now $2, $2, $2, $2. But I'm gonna tell you, Bella. I'm kind of upset with you because me and you talked on the back end about this already, and we had cleared that air. And I don't even know why it got brought to the front.
Okay, so I'm glad you made it clear that the conversation happened on the back end because the same way I gave you reference then, I was giving reference in this very moment. That's all it was. I'm actually glad that you're acknowledging that I wasn't saying one thing on the back end and then doing another. No, the reference is you're wondering why Chef won't forgive you. Well, allegedly because it's up and stuck. I don't know why. I truly don't know why you're not understanding why that reference was put in place. I don't
I think
understand.
Aries is missing the point. She asks why. Why is it like this? Why is it like that with Chef? And then you give her a reason why. but it's not the reason she wants to
Kels,
hear. She
they're
wants to
asking
hear
you.
that Chef is forgives her and wants to let it go. Chef ain't letting it go. It's just simple. Like, Peach and Bella don't have a problem. I gave Bella a space to talk because, respectfully, the only reason I went live is so Bella can have a space.
Good old time.
That's
I
it.
didn't miss
That's
a
all.
point. I didn't miss a point. I understand exactly
I
what you
don't get
guys are
why you don't
saying.
get it
I
though.
think y'all are missing my point that the point could have just been made that it's up and stuck. Shelf is
But you
feel as
wasn't
though,
getting it. You
wait,
wasn't
wait.
getting it no other
No,
way.
only
She
thing
said it
Bella
three,
had to
four
say was
times.
Shelf is saying that it's up and stuck. She did not have to say, just like when $2 talk about me and she said it's up and stuck. Like, you don't have to get no extra examples. Only thing she had to say is Chef Foxy said it's up and stuck. That's all she had to say. And then boom, leave it at that. Nobody else's name has to come up when I'm talking about
Bella uses
Chef.
examples all the
Yeah,
time.
y'all are
Bella
missing the
uses other
point.
people's names.
Y'all are
Hold
missing
on.
the point.
Bella uses other people's like
I don't.
situations
Well,
on
that's
TikTok
not how I
as
talk.
an
That's not how I
example.
do. If I'm
Well,
talking to you
it's
good old
very
time
hard to
about what
talk
you
to you
do,
That all the
sometimes,
time.
Aries, because you miss it. You do miss it, babe. And sometimes you do have to give you examples for you to understand. She was just giving you a reference. That was it. And she gave you a good one.
you don't have to give me no reference because I already know it's up and stuck with Poozy. So I already know exactly what up and stuck mean. I know what it means. You don't have to give me an example. I already know what up and stuck means. She didn't have
And
to
that's
bring
why it's
up
up and stuck
nobody
with
else.
you and Chef.
Girl, shut up and wipe that
That's what
damn
they're trying
thing
to
from
tell your
between your
glue
goddamn
drinking,
head.
crayon eating,
Girl, shut
wall
up, you
licking
all
ass.
crackhead. But
But yeah, that really
but
was.
I already know what up and stuck means. So you don't have to use an example, like a personal example of your own, to make me understand because I already know what up and stuck mean.
Okay.
Look at the little ugly ass. The thing about to just crawl out her fucking forehead.
Hello, can I do a quick?
Good morning,
Yep, we can
everyone.
do
Oh
I
this.
don't
my
even know what
god.
this case about. I'm not up here for this case. Somebody just messaged me and told me that I was on the docket, and I'm not sure why, especially since I didn't get a subpoena.
It was pertaining to the conversation between you and Poozy. You alleging that Poozy was essayed.
Well, we have already had this conversation on the morning show, and
Yeah,
we
we
are.
settled that out of court.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Pooh had already said that she said that she was almost essayed, I believe is what it was that Pooh said, and I misunderstood that. And me and Pooh already had this settled on the morning show. But if I'm gonna be on the docket, at least I should get a courtesy. Anyone on the docket should get a courtesy to notify them that they're on the docket so that they can defend themselves. Because had I just happened not to pick up my phone and have a DM, I would have never known. So I'm all.
We had got served when we was talking.
I ain't never
And
got served nothing, Poosie.
but
Nobody.
when she come in the chat, she'll drop the little notepad with the finger, and then when she does that and she adds you, that means you got
Well, I never seen
you're
any
on
of
the
that. You
docket.
know what I mean? I never seen any of that. It should be more official and DM people and say so that they have an opportunity to know, hey, you're gonna be on the court for this date, this time, be there. You know what I'm saying? To give
Hey,
people
my case just dropped.
themselves.
It was
But
me and
but
Say this real
Kels.
quick so I could drop.
yeah, I'm. I think we're good. So there's really nothing to
Yeah,
settle. I don't
I
have a
was gonna
problem
let
with
them
Pooh.
know
I
that
don't
we
have a
had
problem
settled
with it.
out of court.
But if they end the morning show live, they should. I mean, I think everybody already know
Well,
that.
no,
So.
Sunday is like the recap for all the things that were kind of the hottest things going on in the streets, and it's the who versus who. So it's fun. Drop just stick and stay. You like it,
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. But
okay?
I just like to know if I'm gonna go to court. Just let me know because I don't want to hear.
Remember the other day when I asked you to be my lawyer? It was for this court because I had actually asked Drop. I was like, damn, I asked Drop to be my lawyer, and we on the docket together. I didn't even
I have
explain
some
it to you.
cash app messages,
Okay,
y'all.
Bella, before you read the cash apps, I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna get back on my mod duties. You have a great day, okay?
Thank
Morgan, love you real bad. Hey,
I'm real bad.
Frankie.
I just want to do a commercial. So Frankie, you
Okay.
can go. Then I'm gonna do my commercial, and I'm.
you. Okay.
All right.
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna I'm just gonna say this before I drop. Bella is my home girl. I'm going to ride for Bella at all times. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks about it, what anybody feels about it. I'm not obsessed with Bella. Bella is my friend. So when somebody is my friend, I'm going to hold them down. Same for Morgan. I'm going to hold Morgan down. I'm going to hold Good Old Time down. I'm going to hold I Am Keys down. And I'm going to hold Britt down. That's just what it is. We are friends and we are going to hold each other down. So that's just where I'm at with it. Go ahead, beautiful Morgan, with your commercial, and I'm going to drop down bells.
Thanks, Frankie.
So, baby, listen, it's getting so hot in here. Y'all see that number up here? We should be at 500K. Y'all know how we hit a milli, we hit 2 milli, and we got some things going on. And so, what y'all need to be doing is hitting the heart up here and subscribing. It's just that simple. We here every Sunday. So, shout out to Bella. I just want y'all to tap that screen real, real bad, okay? And I love y'all real, real bad. Y'all gonna be seeing me. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm a new mod. I speak back. I'm gonna hold it down, and yeah. See y'all later. That's all I wanted. Tap that screen, baby.
Thank you, Morgan.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. And again, y'all, Morgan, she goes live. Good Old Time also go live. Morgan, she's a part of the Girls Club that she has started with myself and Good Old Time. She promotes fitness, health, fashion. So if you are a girl's girl yourself, feel free to contact Morgan, myself, or Good Old Time. Good Old Time also, she does interviews pertaining to couples, marriages, things like that. So listen, shout out to Morgan, shout out to Good Old Time. Those are some great ladies, great people. So, all right. So I'm gonna read these Cash App messages. It says, damn, leave drop. Both of you want attention. Someone said, drop, change your name to insert queen. Someone said, drop, go suck Diamond's pussy. Someone said, Aries, a drunk, jealous bitch, eating out a $2 ass. Someone said, don't respond to Aries bullshit. Someone says, Posey should have gone after them. Now she not looking messy. Okay.
Well, being that it was Poozy versus Kales, and then it switched to the Peachettes versus the judge, I'm just waiting on the verdicts. Mind you, we did have an extra verdict. Is Poozy the bully or Peach?
Well, no, it wasn't is you the bully. They was asking, were you jealous of Peach?
Yeah,
Get
but Kel said that me and who was the biggest bully out of us two. She brought
okay.
that to
So well, let's. You want to know how the people feel? Who
Yeah,
is
am I a bully?
who's bullying who? Is Peach bullying people? Smiley face.
Y'all voted. She ain't even gave
Is
the answer
Poozy
yet.
bullying people? Sad face. Which one is it? Is it Poozy that's bullying people? Sad face. If it's Peach that's bullying people, smiley face. Smiley face. If Peach is the bully, sad
Y'all
face.
just love to hate
If
me.
Poozy is the bully.
Y'all just love to hate me. But
What?
y'all love watching
That's what I'm
me.
talking about. People be asking, and then when they get the people opinion now, it's no. You want to know who's
No,
who?
I'm good. I'm good, Bella. I'm good. I'm just glad they finally voting. Shit.
Is bully smiley face? Is Poozy the bully sad face? Which one is it?
I will take this. Maybe I need to rebrand and become the bully of TikTok.
261 people said that you are the bully in this situation, Poozy.
Okay. Now can we get to our original verdict, Judge? But I
Pertaining
didn't even get to speak. I just
pertaining
played a
to you
clip.
and Kel's situation, I played the audio.
That's all I was
You
able to
said
do.
that you was triggered by what she said, but overall, she did not wish unaliving on you. So that's where the people
Right. And
have
that's
some.
why I say that's why I owed her an apology. and that's why I apologize, because she didn't say that for me to boomerang it back. I was triggered by the aspects of the lives of people being unalived around me, and me being the one that caused them to become unalive when those people are still very well living and healthy.
Do you understand why she says she does not accept your apology? She believes that
Yeah, because
apologizing
it wasn't me. It was, yeah, yeah,
huh?
yeah. I totally understand. I understand hers as well as Aries, as well as Miss Nitra's. Yeah, I understand where they're coming from.
Okay, so it is safe for us to move on then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Poozy.
That's how my dockets, Judge.
Nah, 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 nah. And I know the people tired of you. I can't even tired of you. They are. But y'all
I
also gotta
know.
understand, Poozy was involved in a lot of this shit that happened this week, y'all. I
Yeah.
apologize in advance.
Hell,
But
I'm
she
just as
was.
shocked.
Yes, I know, I know, I know, I know. But Posey is also involved in the situation regarding Q. You
Still.
are involved
Still.
because you are telling people that Heartbreaker knew that Q was going to
No,
pull
no,
out.
no, no, no.
So what is it?
He said to me, Heartbreaker was in on it. I never validated that. I was repeating the thing. When he told me something, I would instantly come on and I would drop it so I wouldn't forget it, so it would be out there. And then when he found out that I was working with the people, and I have that screenshot, he sent me a very nasty message calling me all kind of things and stuff, saying that, oh, so you working with these people. And I told him I was working with these people, and I told him I had started my own case. And even though I'm steady saying that I'm trying to give as much information to get this man incarcerated, my overall goal is incarceration for the guy. Just being honest, he's not safe to society, period. Not just the internet, but he's not safe to society, to women, period. No woman, period. So for these allegations to be that I'm working with this man and I'm the one trying to get him the most is absurd to me, Bella. It's just absurd. I never, like, when I went back and watched the video and he texted me that night, I was asleep. When I woke up, I said, boy, what is you doing out here? And he was like, what you mean? So I was like, check your DM, bro. I shared him the video. And when I shared him both of the videos, he came back and said, he said, go back and watch. He was like, go back and watch HB. She knew what was going on. And so I went back and I looked and I looked and I read comments 50 billion times. I just analyzed that whole video. And like I said, I spoke on what I felt like I saw, but I didn't feel like, I said it last night on Chef's page. I personally, looking at how shocked HB was, I personally didn't feel like she was in on it either. But that went all over everybody's head. I seen, what the fuck is this nigga doing in her face? I didn't see, oh, do it some more, do it some more. I didn't see her engaging in participation. And that's why furthermore, the name that I gave last night was misspelled, so I wouldn't dox him and he wouldn't be able to reverse that on me. But Heartbreaker came back with the real name and the real spelling, which I was like, they're not thinking. He can counterclaim on a dox. But everything I've done to help this situation has backfired on myself. I have spoken with Chef and I told her any information that my lawyer said I'm allowed to share, I am doing that with her and only her, because I know that her page, her platform did not deserve that. The allegations about me from Rose, me and Q discussed a question that I asked about fantasies, not fetishes. I don't have any fetishes. So I would never engage with a man who has a fetish. I just really pushed off from a man who said that his fetish is splashing on a woman's face. And he's a really good man, but he got a nasty fetish that I'm not going to ever engage with in my life. So the allegations that come towards me, as far as I'm saying that these people knew for certain, they said I said that T knew. I said he said that T is aware of him fantasizing to her because she allows him to sit in her box and not say anything. And then one night he said, watch this. I'm not going to know the topic, but T's going to let me stay. And he did it, and she did. And he did say that he came in on the topic being about Polly. And she said, yeah, well, I have to give it to him because he did answer the question. But he said that he knew he was going in, not knowing. So everything that I brought to the forefront, because I have manufactured so much beef, when I was given the truth, the girl who cried wolf wasn't being heard, and I respected everybody's boundaries, and I just stopped talking about it unless they spoke my name. I was trying my best to help, but nothing was working. When I recognized that man was disgusting and he was an addict and that he had mental issues, I shared it with one person. And that person told me they would help, they would handle it, and things got handled, and the ball started rolling in my court to do what I had to do. Since then, Q has called me from numbers. He has inboxed, he has DM'd, he's constantly trolls my chat. He has also admitted that he's put pictures of me on Snapchat, which nobody can find, because personally, I have the pictures that he sent me, what he took. And if anybody did see those pictures, then they can tell if it's true or not.
Posey,
Go
some
ahead.
said Heartbreaker gonna drag Poochie by the oxtail.
That's fine because it just shows that she's really upset, and she's allowed to be upset. But this is one thing I can say for certain: she knew more of his motherfucking information than I did, and that's a factual fact. She knew the
Someone
proper
said,
spelling of his name. She knew his county, his birthday, and if I am mistaken, probably his social.
so
She
hold
has
that
a great
thought.
team. Sorry.
Poozy is always someone told you show the receipts.
How do you show a receipt to a phone conversation?
Okay. And then this one is a drop. Drop Poozy.
Well, because I'm on a docket 4 times, they should have to give you four 25s and make it 100, Bella.
Make it $100.
That's my. I'm on the docket 4 times, correct?
You are on the docket 4 times.
25 a
However,
drop.
all
But we said
cases,
last week that dockets members can't get dropped. But
so
go
your
ahead.
case have to be heard first. Once the
Mm-hmm.
case is heard, you'll be dropped. So, was there any other context that you want to add to the case?
Really, really, honestly, it's nothing else. Again, I hope everybody's not just watching. I hope you all aren't just tapping the screen and supporting just the host. I hope you all are really trying to take action to protect melanated women and their viewers and their audience and us as a community. I have no problem whatsoever acknowledging any of my parts in anything with Q because I put the majority of my footage acknowledging that I was finna sacrifice engaging with this man. Anybody who continues to want to hold me guilty for said actions are fine with me. But at any given point in time, if you continue to speak false allegations on me, being that I've watched a lot of creators handle their business legally, my mom and myself have taken actions to not allow people to deformize my character with this Q situation when I am the one that is pressing charges against him. So I respectfully ask you all to make sure that when you're speaking, and I'm screenshotting and my people screenshotting and we screen recording, that your IP address or whatever device you own, because I've learned a lot on TikTok, don't have you in real life court. Bella, I appreciate you for everything you do on Sundays. Everything you do, be it good and or bad. I appreciate you for allowing my voice to be heard regardless.
You're welcome. All right. So I'm going to get the rest of these Cash App messages out. It says, Poozy, go be a role model to your child and get the fuck off TikTok. This one says, she sounds intelligent, yet the motherfucker dumb and messy. All right. Good day.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well.
How may I help you today?
Oh, I think your jury told me to come up to clear my name again for the 18th billion time that I'm not the cheesecaker. I'm not the pickler. You know, I'm just the guy helping everybody on the black side of TikTok who getting suspended, unsuspended.
Oh, so you want to make it clear this is Chicago John. He is not Black Chicago. So those are two different people. People have been referencing him by mistake, thinking that he's Black Chicago. He is not Black Chicago. Okay? He has nothing to do with what happened with Heartbreaker. That is not him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You know where to find me. We got to get your stuff going. So,
Appreciate you. Thank you for
thank you.
stopping by. Okay. Now, there was a question that was asked that did need to be addressed, and I think I can agree on this one. And the question is, why is Black Chicago still being platformed in other lives, such as Tea Time Live, but y'all want Q off the app? One person, which is Black Chicago, physically assaulted a woman on TikTok. He essayed her. But yet he is still allowed over into other platforms. Someone in the comment section just said he's also allowed over in lower 9 space. And if those things are true, then we do have a problem. There is a situation of picking and choosing. A man physically essayed a woman. This is not no virtual, mental, no. A man physically touched a woman inappropriately and is still being welcomed into other spaces. But yet, Q, he touched himself inappropriately and people are requesting to have him off the app. People are saying that it is selective outrage and that they do not take any of this serious. Until they remove Black Chicago off of TikTok for what he did to Heartbreaker, the people are not taking anything that Q did seriously. So I'm going to create a poll. And with this one, the question is there selective outrage when it pertains to Q and Black Chicago? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Is there selective outrage pertaining to the two cases? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Y'all want to know what the people think? How they feel? Pay attention to the verdict, please. Is there selective outrage? So far, majority of the people are leaning towards it is selective. That people are picking and choosing. Smiley face, yes, that it is selective outrage. Sad face, no. Less than 10 seconds. 399 people concluded that it is selective outrage. So now that you know what your peers think, and y'all wondering why when y'all go into these spaces and y'all still see Black Chicago moving freely in these spaces, is because they believe that it is selective, that nobody truly cares. So we gonna get on. Let's see. Okay, hold on.
Hey Bella,
What's up, Nowhere?
you brought up the fact that it's selective outrage on this app. I can prove it right now. Res ipsa local de tabula naufragio. That is Latin. It means let the facts speak. Now, TikTok has a very strict code of conduct that we all got to follow, right? And it says that violating our guidelines can lead to enforcement actions on accounts. We will ban accounts or users if they engage in 1, a single or severe content violation, 2, repeated content violations within a 90-day period, 3, circumvention, or 4, operation of accounts dedicated to activity that violates our rules. I can prove right now that it's selective outrage. Peach has violated 3 of those fucking content violations.
And when you say Peach, which Peach are you referring to for context?
Icon Peach.
Okay, so Icon Peach has violated those guidelines.
Yes, I can prove it. Exhibit 1, harassment. Exhibit A, harassment. A material that is deliberately designed to provoke or antagonize people, especially trolling and bullying, or is intended to harass, harm, hurt, scare, distress, embarrass, or upset people. Peach has harassed the shit out of Siobhan and Mr. Washington. We all seen it.
And before
Exhibit
y'all
B.
allow Peach up, we need Nowhere to speak, so there is no interruption. Peach, I will bring you up, but I need Nowhere to talk without interruption. Go ahead, Nowhere.
Exhibit B, violence. Any material that contains a threat of any kind, including threats of physical violence. We heard him threaten that girl. We heard him. Pull up. That is not a term of endearment, especially in that context. Exhibit B, subsection 1. Any material that would constitute, encourage, or provide instructions for a criminal offense, dangerous activities, or self-harm. He body shamed that same girl in a Discord. That's a criminal offense. Now, in that same Discord, a woman spoke out against the body shaming, and he propagated her fucking DV situation. That's another criminal offense.
Okay.
Exhibit C, language. Intimidate or harass another or promote sexually explicit material, violence, or discrimination based on race, sex, religion, nationality, disability, sexual orientation, or age.
Okay.
Just last week, he screamed with all the breath in his chest and called somebody an F word. Selective outrage. Because how does he still have a platform if he violated all the terms and conditions that TikTok said? He shouldn't have a platform. He shouldn't even be the fuck on the internet. Now, y'all can feel the way y'all want to feel, but he did all that shit I just said. These are facts.
Okay, so we already know Peach is going to come up. Now, Peach, I am asking, based on what transpired last Sunday, due to the language that you used last Sunday, got my live flagged and I had to end my live. So I am asking you respectfully to refrain from using words that is going to get my live flagged, please and thank you. That's all I'm asking. You can say what you need to say to Nowhere in response, but those trigger words that we all know that TikTok frowns upon on, please refrain from using them. That's all I ask. I'm getting ready to bring Peach up. This Cash App message just came through. Okay, so someone said, I think it might be your name, so I'm not going to read the name out, but it says PM, shut your prison lawyer ass up. Someone said, correct the record, please. Poozy sound dumb and messy. So I just kind of want to catch up with that. All right. Nowhere, stay on mute while Peach defends himself.
You can drop him. I'm not speaking while he up here. He can come back when I get down. Thank you.
Not a problem.
With that being stated,
wake your wonderful ass up. I don't want shit. I just called to tell you, I hope that you have a day as amazing as you are, which is fucking impossible because you're pretty fucking amazing. But have a good day, though.
have a good day, though. Good morning, everybody. I am the icon. Let's
Can you
start.
tell the court who the audio was, please and thank you?
Oh, that was nowhere. I got several more. You want me to play the rest of them?
That is
Because that's one of several. Okay, let's be very clear. Since we're bringing Rose up, I did make a comment to Rose that was inappropriate. I take full accountability for that. See, what I don't like is, like somebody said, this prison lawyer shit he's on, and this selective outrage, because just as well as I know, how all of this transpired. Now, I thought I was gonna be on the docket today, but then you ran down the docket and I wasn't on there. So I said, you know what? Okay, maybe we're gonna leave it alone. Maybe it's for the best. But since he got up here, let's play a game. Back in September, let's take it back to September, when I was on the morning show and I got into it with Throne, and I said, I want to unalive, right? Had a childish moment. It was stupid to say. I went live. He came into my box. This man said to me, Peach, I had a queer uncle that my family shunned and let unalive by himself. And I said I would never do that to a queer person. So you're my friend, Peach. I'm going to support you. I said, okay, cool. Started going live, right? Every time I went live, nowhere was in my live. Couldn't go live without this motherfucker. You would think that I was actually sending him the damn lives. And so one day he wasn't in the live. I said, well, where is he at? Sharby? Because since you're being messy, see, I say names. He what he do, he speak in circles. I'm gonna say their names.
So, Pete, someone said play all of them, Icon.
Okay, okay, hold on. Well, I will. I can. Hold on.
And by the way, someone said Perry Mason was a lawyer TV show.
Wake your
Okay.
All right, Peach, get up. It's time for you to get up and be that wonderful and magnificent person that you are, because the world needs you. And don't worry, if your cup is empty, I'll just pour back some of that positivity that you give it to me, because you've given me a lot.
Damn, now I've given him a lot of positivity, but if you listen to this motherfucker and everybody else panel, he only talked to me one time. Oh, okay. Anyway, so one day we were in my live, and I'm not gonna play the other audio because his name is in it, and I'm not gonna dox his name. But we were in the live, and me and Sharby said, where is nowhere? We haven't seen nowhere. And so a female says, oh, I know where he is. I'll go tell him y'all looking for him. He came into my live and he said, hey, y'all, I've been busy with work. Respectfully, Rose, you are not around, baby. Stay out of it. I don't have no smoke with you. Let me and him handle this. Let me and him have this, baby, okay? He's DM me his phone number at that moment, right? So once I got the phone number is when we began to text. There were no sexual texts between us. There was no picture sent between us. It was simply him sending what he sent, me sending it back to him saying, hey, you're a great black man. You're a positive black man. You have a good day. We were encouraging each other, right? We had a brotherhood, so I thought. One day, after me and him was playing on the live, which I got that audio as well if I need to play it, I asked him, I think y'all had Love and TikTok one Friday night. And he got on the panel. He cut the camera on. I had never seen him on camera. So I was like, oh, this what Nowhere looked like? I had never seen him. They say he looked like, they said that he looked like, what's the light-skinned guy name? The producer from the Neptunes, For Real. They say he looked like For Real. But I thought he looked like Jermaine Jackson. I was like, I didn't know this what he looked like. So when he came into my live the next day, I said, oh, you was all in Chef Fox and them live drinking, having fun and shit. And he was like, well, Peach, what's wrong with that? So I was trolling him. And I said, well, I think you trying to get at Chef Foxy. I think you want to F Chef Foxy. It was childish to say. However, I thought that we were joking with each other, right? And so he turns around and says, well, Peach, you got up there and told Chef why you save all the good men for tea time in reference to big homie Gonzo, who was on the docket or whatever, the for Love and Hip Hop. I mean shit, Love and TikTok. And so I'm thinking me and this man is joking with each other. Now, prior to that live, that same day, me and Diamond had an issue. So after all of this happened, I sent him a text message and I said, call me. I have the screenshot for that as well. We talked for 2 hours that night on FaceTime audio. On that FaceTime audio call, at no point did this man say, hey, Peach, when you asked me about me effing Chef Foxy, that was inappropriate, that you crossed the boundary with me. I don't play around like that. That pissed me off. He ain't say none of that. He talked to me about whatever I was pissed off about, told me not to worry about that shit. Pete, you got a lot of shit going, bro. Fuck all that. I fuck with you. Like, there was no issue. In fact, the next day, I got a good morning, have a good day text. So I'm thinking me and this dude is straight. We ain't got no smoke with each other. But I noticed over the next week, he wouldn't come into my live. I would see him on the app. However, we wasn't speaking. And when he would come into my live, he would be talking to other people and not speaking to me. So I text him being childish, and I said, what have I done? Like, what have I done for you to hate me or whatever? Just being stupid. He left me on scene. Cool. So one day he's in Jeff live. Again, I'm gonna say their names. I'm not, he talks in circles. I'm saying the names. He was in Jeff's live. And Laugh and Sharpie went over there because I was on my live talking about it. And they said, why you acting funny with Peach? And he said, oh, I forgot he called me. I gotta call him back. Instead of him being the 50-year-old man that he is and saying, yo, he reached out to me, but I ain't really fucking with Peach right now. I don't like something that he did. I'm good on Peach right now. He was still playing like, oh, I gotta call him back, you know, all that kind of shit, right? So something happened where me and Chef Foxy was in my live talking. And she was like, I don't think y'all really had an issue like that. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if y'all can talk. I said, okay, cool. The next thing I know, Chef Foxy is live and he's in her box dragging the fuck out of me. I don't fuck with him. I don't get down with no cat like that. I'm a Philly nigga. I don't do all that. He disrespected me. Like, just acting like a whole different person. I'm like, well, hold up. How did we go from you talking to me for 2 hours to now you got all this smoke with me? It doesn't make sense. When I got into that live that day, because Chef Foxy had to come back and restart her live, he embarrassed me in front of 600 plus people. He pushed the narrative of I'm this straight man and this boy forcing himself on me. He referenced me. He want to talk about bullying. He said in front of 600 people, this what no means no feels like, making a joke of SA as if talking to me was like forcing him like some sexual shit. My issue with this punk is that he did all of that. and had people trolling me for a month in the comment sections saying, oh, why you forcing yourself on him? Why you forcing yourself on him? So finally, I put out the voice messages. I told my side of the story. Oh, but when I did that, Peach was in the wrong, correct? And so then guess what happened after I put out them voice messages? Now he's on good old time or somebody's panel. Oh, I want to apologize to Peach. I realized that what I did, it could have been handled different. Oh, it could have been handled different after I put out them voice messages. But when I was begging you on the back end, let's get on the phone, let's have a conversation, you didn't want to talk. But you can get in front of all these women and do PR and damage control and act like, oh no, that ain't what it is. I don't have an issue with Peach. I think Peach is a cool person. Full of shit. But at that time, that's what I wanted to hear because I still saw him as some sort of a friend, right? So I sent him a text after that live and was like, thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for being supportive. If I ever did something to you, I apologize. And I left it alone. Didn't see the motherfucker for 3 or 4 months on this app, right? Oh, girl, please. Because you want to be seen too, and you're not even original. Anyway, a few months later, we're in Shatonya's live. I haven't seen this man in months. I'm under Icon Peach at this point. And so I'm in the panel talking, and he says, is that Peach? And I at him, I said, it is me, and don't be trying to block me. He says, LOL. From that moment forward, we began engaging again, right? And we're laughing and joking. I'm throwing him gifts, he's throwing me gifts. And in my head, I'm thinking like, you know what? We're reconnecting and we're rebuilding. I'm trying to be a better friend this time around, and I'm trying to do things differently. So to fast forward, that's why when we got to this live with you and Rose, and he was up in the box, and she came up and said what she said, that's why I had interjected and showed out the way I did. Because I was thinking like, hold on, let me be a friend and have his back. I did not know that they were joking with each other and that they had a fucking relationship. Had I known that, I wouldn't have said nothing. Now, obviously, me and Rose got some issues between us, right? So she took it as, oh no, he won't smoke with me. He won't smoke with me. Y'all gonna give me my credit where credit is due. I don't need to use anybody to say anything that I want to say. So if I really wanted to smoke with Rose, I didn't have to use him, Diamond, anybody else's name to pop off with her. That was very simple. But she felt I was doing that because me and her already had an issue. So you ended your live that day. I was on Discord. I'm being told, oh, she on Bigo dragging you and Nowhere's over there with her. So we listening to it. I'm hearing him say, yo, he was trying to defend me, which is accurate. But because me and her again had our issues, she was like, nah, bro, it ain't even about you. He trying to come at me. So he was like, well, shit, cool. If that's what if that's the narrative y'all want, I'm gonna let y'all have that. So now me and her, and again, I'm not mad at nothing that Rose did that Sunday because I was wrong for even interjecting in the bullshit, and it was out of pocket the conversation that we had. I can take accountability. See, a lot of people they not gonna do that, Bella. You always talk about discernment. A lot of these people not gonna take no accountability. It's what everybody else did, but what did you do? Because at the end of the day, we both said shit that was out of pocket. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna take accountability for what I said. Okay? The point is, after that shit happened, they told him, you better go check him. Let's be very clear. Another thing Rose said to him that really triggered him is when she said, well, what the fuck y'all got going on for him to come at what y'all got going on for him to come at me like that? When she said that, that triggered all that old shit in him, right? That triggered all that old shit in him, right? So then he's like, well, damn, here we go back with the gay rumors again. So he was done after that. I reached out to Laugh and I said, hey, can you get with him on the back end so that we can all get together? Because I'm sure Bella gonna have this in court next Sunday. And I don't want it to be no confusion. He told Laugh, well, I don't know, if we should really have that talk because the way Peach act, people look at me like I'm gay. Excuse me? The way I act, people look at you like that. When I've consistently said you're not. However, people that sit in lives and call him that, do you know that he goes to them, Bella, and they DMs, hey, here's my number. You can call me and talk to me because I'm not like that. I want to explain my side of the story. I've never said you were. The same way some of them in the comments are saying, oh, well, what does the audio prove? The audio proves that this man said in many lies and said, I've only talked to you one time. I don't talk to him outside the app. Stop changing your story. First you say you only talked to me once because you thought I was gonna unalive. Then you said last week to Tib, oh well, I was sending him messages, but that was just to encourage him. Boy, shut the fuck up. You're not even a counselor, baby. You're not no damn counselor. Anybody who suffered from mental illness or anything knows you can talk to a person so they blue in the face. If they want to hurt themselves, they gonna self-harm. You're in fucking Philadelphia, I'm in Georgia. So you sending me oh Lord Peach. You sending me them weak ass messages was not finna make me just, oh, you know what, nowhere supports me. Let me not do anything. It wasn't that serious for me. I was being childish in the moment in Diamond's life, baby. And you know that shit. But you're using that self-harm shit to get sympathy from these women on this app. The only reason why you had an issue with me is because you claim these women got the DM and you talking about what you and Peach got going on. Are you and Peach messing around? But you was the one in my live yelling and screaming, I love you, Peach. I love you, Peach. I'm your friend. Did you not go against Patty Rowe? I wish Patty Rowe would come in this motherfucker. You cussed out Patty Rowe in the live behind me. You sit in this platform and say, well, I don't like Peach because he's toxic and I've seen traits. What do you say on Chef Foxy Live? If you're always the one in drama, then eventually you must be the problem. Do you say that same shit to your new homegirl? Because she always in some shit with somebody. You don't say that to her though, right? Do you say that shit to Chef Foxy? She been in a couple goddamn situations. You don't say that to her though, right? You didn't have an issue with me until these women started calling you out. I've told this story to so many women. And when I tell this story, you know what they all say? I think something going on with him. And you know what I always say? Nah, y'all, that man ain't never came at me like that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I could have been one of these messy ass punks talking about, oh yeah, I do think he like that. Girl, I do think he like that. I could have been played you. Still, I kept my foot off your neck because I said, no, he like a brother, bro. He was trying to encourage me, bro. And then while I'm over here minding my business, they sending me the live because you and BellaLeonè trying to play court attorney today. You got the right motherfucking one. Like I said, I was out of pocket for what I said to Rose, but I ain't beefing with Rose. Rose can beef with Trina and everybody else. I ain't got no issue with her. I don't give a fuck what she say about me. My smoke ain't with her. My smoke is with him. You got up in Bella Box last week. I pay $500 to find out who doing it. All this rah-rah shit. You a clown. Because I was nothing but real with your motherfucking ass. Now, Bella, bring that punk up and let me know when I can come back. Because I know he got some sassy ass shit to say.
Okay. Before you request up, there is multiple messages I need to read. So this message said, Peach, you said it was plenty of messages, right? Or did I hear wrong? This one says, so Rose sucking nowhere dick? Got it. This says, nowhere is DL and trying to hit. Someone said, didn't we hear this last time? Fuck girl ops, man. Okay. Nowhere, tell the truth. You want Peach. Nowhere, you fucked up. And a weak ass man. That's what the messages say so far. So nowhere, if you are still in the queue, if you want to come back up, to respond to what he had to say?
I'm here. Again, like I said, selective outrage. We just had an incident where you just said when you didn't like what you heard in a live, you left quietly. I didn't make no grand gesture about leaving. I didn't fuck with what was going on over there. He always had a problem with somebody. He was always in some shit. He was always messy. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go. And I left quietly. He went on his live, and let me give y'all a example of what was going on. If I say to y'all, we going to the bank and make a withdrawal. Here's a few items y'all gonna need: a ski mask, a gun, some rope, some duct tape, a pair of gloves, and a fast car. What did y'all just hear me describe? A fucking robbery. That's what he did when he was on his live. After I left, he was on his lives, boo-hooing and crying and acting like something was going. So it left the question to people like, yo, is something more going on between y'all? And I'm like, nah, ain't no fucking going on. I just left. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? I ain't feel like what was going on was over there was for me. So I just quietly left. I ain't make no, fuck that nigga. It was none of that shit. And as far as him talking about the story, he's jumping through time loops and shit, you know what I mean, to make his story seem relevant. He said he was going to self-harm. My dumb ass thought that he was really going to fucking do it. And now that he's saying, he wasn't going to do no shit like that or he was being childish, I feel stupid for reaching out to him. I shouldn't have never reached the fuck out to him. But what y'all heard was me trying to make sure that his ass woke up the next fucking morning because let's face it, it's a lot of people that say they're going to do that shit and really fucking do it. I got a friend that said he was going to do that shit one night, and I said, yo, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. So that's what made me reach out to his ass about that shit. I'm not worried about what people say about me. I'm never going to see none of you motherfuckers on this live. I mean, in real fucking time anyway. So fuck what y'all think about me. I'm just saying it's selective outrage. A person that does what he do on this fucking application, who runs rampant and does the shit that he does, he can harass people, he can use violence, he can use the language that it's selective outrage.
So
That's
the
the point that I
people
was
are
trying to say.
asking, do you have any proof of what you say to be true?
He did harass Mr. Washington, and he did harass Siobhan. We all saw the memes. We all saw the fucking we all heard the jokes. If Mr. Washington was around, he could tell you himself. He been trying to engage with that man and he never responded to him. We gonna act like he never did that shit? And he did threaten Rose right here on this fucking platform. We heard it. 2,000 people heard him threaten Rose.
Rose is here in the comment section. Rose, to give context, if What Nowhere is saying true about Peach threatening you, can you please respond yes so that people can see for themselves if What Nowhere is saying does have some type of validation? So just waiting on your response, Rose. Did Peach threaten you in this platform? Okay, so I'm not sure if y'all can see her comment, but she literally just said yes. So now we have a problem.
My question is, how the fuck is it okay to threaten women? When we start that?
So hold on, now we have a problem because Nowhere's argument is selective outrage. Nowhere literally just proved that some of the guidelines on TikTok have been violated by Peach because Rose just acknowledged that Peach has in fact threatened her. So now we have a different conversation happening here. So people are in the comment section saying he apologized. So once an apology is made, Again, when an apology is made, should all be forgiven, or when it's up, it's stuck? It seems like it keeps going back to this. It just all depends on if you feel like leaving it alone or it's being up and stuck. So what we doing? Somebody said, when did he apologize? So Peach, if you apologize, can you inform the people of when that apology happened? Tell him to stick to the facts. Let me
That
see.
is a fact.
This ain't about Rose. So hold on. So the fact is, nowhere came up here, and the conversation was about people having selective outrage when it pertained to Black Chicago and Q actions. So nowhere is saying that it has been selective outrage on here because of the way you carry yourself on this app, Peach. He is saying that he's using Rose as reference. See this? I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is where the confusion comes in at. Y'all asking him to prove it, receipt something, and he has a eyewitness down in the comment section confirming that what he is saying is valid. So now we have a problem. It's not no longer hearsay. Rose is backing his claim. Do y'all understand what's happening here?
Hold on. I could even have you back your claim. Back a claim. Last week he jumped up on here right before you ended your live and yelled the word F, right?
Okay.
Which caused you to. That's another reference. Again, selective outrage. That could have ended your whole platform. We'd all be doing something else right now. Would nobody be on Bella's Live, we'd all be somewhere else. We'd probably be cooking, cleaning our house, doing whatever. Again, selective outrage.
I can't even argue the reference because that did happen last Sunday. Again, that reference is correct. So far, he gave two references that actually did it took place. I don't know. So y'all wanted nowhere to prove his argument, and he just gave two references. Now what? Someone is saying that it's selective outrage because you got a personal issue with Peach.
I don't have no personal issue with him. I don't even, like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. Like, what he do is his business. If I had a personal issue with him, I'd be trying to, get at him and argue with him and go back and forth with him. I don't do that. He say whatever the fuck he got to say on his lives and all the rest of that shit. I don't go the fuck over there. I'm blocked. He's blocked. Don't nobody say shit.
Okay.
That's him.
So here's my question for the people. Nowhere gave y'all context. Okay. Rose said that she was threatened. There was some things said in my platform that did have me shut down earlier because my live got reported after Peach said the things he said. So what Nowhere is saying is because Peach is not following the guidelines of TikTok, why is it that no one is asking for him to be off the app? Because this is not the first time that he's had issues with someone, hence why he referenced Siobhan. But I'm going to read these messages. It says, he sounds pretty smart to be sassy. This one said, outrage is valid for all who didn't consent to see. Okay. Someone said, pull up, I'm in Philly. I don't play like this. Someone said, nowhere is bullshit and a liar.
What did I just lie about?
I was just getting ready to say,
He did everything I said he did. Let's not act like he didn't harass the fuck out of Mr. Washington or Siobhan. If both of them was here, they tell you the same thing. The memes and shit.
I seen Siobhan in the comment section earlier. She's under the username of Kisses. So, Siobhan, if you would like to address, if you are still here, can you attest to what Nowhere said is true as well? If so, I need you to leave a yes or a no response so the people can see it. It says, wait, so she just said, Judge, please refrain me from this matter. So Siobhan does not want to be involved. She does not want to be involved in this. So I will leave it at that. So this says, Peach is an icon, so what you think? No, nothing. All right. I take it that Peach is not going to want you in the panel when he comes up to respond to you. So just wait down in the comment section. I will bring you back, okay?
Hi, Bella. um, so the thing about it is that when me and my former friend were having our issues, he says, why we disrespecting women? Why we promoting it? But when I was doing it, you sat in my box and laughed every time. I never got a text message saying, hey, Peach, don't do that. You know, that's a female. We not going to do that. Hey, Peach, we better than that. You sat and laughed at every joke. You engaged in jokes yourself. But like she said in the comments, now that me and him got smoked, now it's like, oh my God, y'all need to get him off the platform. How is he allowed to do this? This is not cool. You're a loser. I would say in front of 2.6 thousand people, if it's not been heard enough, I apologize for what I said to Miss Rose because I interjected in a joke that I should not have interjected in, okay? Now, if y'all still saying, oh, we didn't hear him apologize, you just don't want to hear it, okay? Regardless, Rose don't take me. I feel like if she want to drag, she gonna drag you. So you can apologize. She's still gonna pop a shit, okay? But I find it funny that last week or 2 weeks ago when me and her had our issue, she said he's using you to get to me, and now what is he doing? Using her to get to me because you saying a whole new tune this morning. He keeps saying I attacked Mr. Washington. Why? And that's another thing of him being messy because he's a messy man. I ain't never seen a 50-year-old so damn messy. Go apply for your AARP. I made a joke about liking Mr. Washington many months ago, right? Mr. Washington addressed me about that. I apologize, and we've moved forward. We ain't had no issues. We sat on panels and talked since then. But again, he's pulling straws trying to make a point. Oh, he's attacked Mr. He's harassed Mr. Washington. He's attacked. He's harassed. Shut up. At the end of the day, if me and him didn't have no smoke, this man would not be up here speaking on me. Let's be very clear. The only reason why he want to come up here and talk about me is because I put that song out, okay, and I wrote the beat. I'm putting the voicemails out, and he's upset about it. A lot of y'all may not know. On Monday of last week, there was a LGBT man in Mississippi that they found unalive, and he was dismembered by another man. That's why I'm putting out the information about me and Nowhere, because I don't trust him. I have his full government name. I'm looking to file a restraining order on this man because he's mentally unstable. Monday he liked Peach. Tuesday he don't like Peach. Friday he liked Peach again. Next week he against Peach. I don't know where your mental mindset is. I have your government. I'm filing a restraining order. Absolutely. So I'm saying this in front of 2.6 thousand people. I'm going to the Atlanta Police Department and I'm getting a restraining order. I don't trust you. You show me too many red flags. The same way he's saying Peach should be banned off the app and he's X, Y, and Z. You literally sat in a panel and said, I apologize. Peach is a good person. But now that you back your eyes with me, I need to be banned off the app and I'm all these issues. You're mentally unstable. I don't want a friendship with you. We can't have a reconciliation. We can't have a conversation. I'm filing a restraining order. And if you think I'm playing, your middle name starts with a Z. Okay? So I have your information and I'm filing a restraining order against you. Please do not speak to me no more. I don't want no dealings with you. I don't care to be friends with you. If you unalive next week out of day, don't nobody come tell me nothing. I don't give a fuck about this man. Again, I apologize to Rose. Okay? Me and Rose never even had an issue in the first place. It was really people that's going back and forth being messy. And I bit into the bullshit and engaged with her. But that lady really ain't never just and to be fair to Rose, since that Sunday, I haven't had nobody come back and say, well, she done said this or said that about you. I ain't heard nothing else about Rose. So again, I don't have an issue with her. The issue is with him. And he's using our situation to perpetuate this narrative. Y'all can vote on the dockets, but after you vote on this docket, Bella, I want everybody to vote who thinks the man is in the closet and who thinks he's out the closet. Okay? And after that, because see, you want to play, you going to play with me. You want to play? We going to play, baby. I'm going down and I'm getting some paperwork on his ass because I'm not dealing with you. He'll tell you, I don't have an issue with him. If I had an issue, I'd be trying to do something to him. Did you not just get in the panel last week? I got $500 because I boxed and I'm going to pull up. Again, mentally unstable. See, I tried to get that screen recording, but they didn't put it up on YouTube. The bloggers, why y'all posted half the lies? Post a full lie. I could not find the screen recording of that. But this man also sat in your panel and made threats. Since we talking about threats I've made, he was making threats last Sunday, was he not, Bella? And 2 weeks before that, when you talk about the F word being dropped, did Genty not come up here and drop the F word? And they told me in the comments, well, he's a queer man, Peach. He can do that. It's different. Oh, so it's not selective outrage that I'm doing it. Am I not a queer man? Do I not suck pickles from the back? I think that I do. Been given iconic blowjobs, okay? I'm an icon in between the sheets. So, again, sir, cut the selective outrage shit because you're being selective because I'm on your ass. Thank you, Bella.
All right. Someone said Peach apologized several times after the threat. Someone said using profanity is against guidelines. Someone said nowhere don't want the gay jacket placed on him. Someone said Siobhan deserved to be dragged to a T. And someone else said, okay, enough, you talking too long. Speak, going to sleep. All right, so let's get off of that. So when it pertains to nowhere in the Peach situation, hell, I'll ask this question. Do y'all think the judge is going to grant Peach the restraining order? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Do y'all think the judge is going? Will the judge grant Peach a restraining order? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Is the judge going to grant the restraining order? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Less than 10 seconds. 300